30 minutes. The mic should sound better than last time. On paper, at the very least. Everything should be good. On paper. It's the key word there, on paper. Uh-oh. Wait, why did Word just launch? Yeah, live. Oh, it's just up. Yeah, live. Oh, it's just up. Okay, I did not think it would be up that quickly. So, we are now here, and I'm gonna make sure I have the chat window open and ready, assuming this is even doing the right mic. I actually don't know what mic it's using. It's probably using the correct mic, but let me just double check. Okay, so while we are waiting, so right now, oh, okay, hold on. Ooh, now we got an actual video feed. Fancy. Nice and fancy right there. I assume the same is going on over on Twitch. Of course, all of the Smash guys, Nairo.
Is as you
Chess, what? People stream chess on Twitch? Okay. Of course, we got Nairo, Shofu, Nintendo UK, Introspective, D1. Now everyone's here. And of course, you know, Smash Direct. Well, everyone calls them Smash Directs, but they're not technically Smash Directs. I mean, by all intents and purposes, they are Smash Directs, but that's not what they technically are. Smash Directs, but that's not what they technically are. Smash Directs, but that's not what they technically are. Okay, I was just double checking there to make sure that my audio was good. At least for right now, it should be okay.
started with Bishop G5.
No, we're not watching chess. I'm just doing this to make sure everything's working correctly. We're gonna go and watch on Twitch this time. Last time we watched on YouTube for the Pokemon Direct, so we're gonna do Twitch. Plus, Twitch is probably gonna be more up to date anyway. Nintendo went live. I am very aware of this. Even though it's probably a little soon, let's try see if it is on. Just double checking to make sure it's working. We could actually do something while we're waiting for once. Come on, John. Let me close out of Steam real quick just to make sure I'm not sucking up any more than usual. I can't tell what emote that is, by the way. I can't see it on this tiny window. I will take that. I think that's Donkey Kong, but I can't really tell. It's like 10 pixels on the other monitor. So, it's him holding a gun. Oh, okay. Well, since we have 30 minutes to kill, let's go ahead and shrink this. Let's go ahead and make this like, well, yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this. Or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out. Sure, we'll do that. We'll just, like, I don't know, do something. Because we need something to do while we're waiting. I just realized, is there even any audio for the Switch going through? Let me turn down the Switch audio just to make sure it doesn't overpower me. Then again, I can't really play anything off the preview window, so... For context, right now I have 2 monitors going. One has the PC, then the other one. Make me a VIP on Twitch. How do I do that? Hold on, let me get Twitch going on over on a different tab. Like what, like a... Cause yeah, I mean, was that like a moderator or something like that? Like, I'm not really sure. Cause yeah, I mean, was that like a moderator or something like that? Okay, let me get off of my own stream before it starts doing an echo effect or something. Let's see, channel. Oh wait, duh, I'm already on the channel. Friends, maybe? Maybe if I go there? Just streaming, so Frank. Oh yeah, that's from that's from earlier. Let's see. Unfollow, notifications. VIP setting for Twitch. Managing roles. Okay, this is probably what I'm looking for. Roles. This is like Discord? Where you can have different roles? Or is this just something else? Click on my name in the chat. Like in the actual Twitch chat, not the RE stream feed that I'm looking at. Okay, hold on. Let me get my stream back up. I'm gonna mute the audio so it doesn't echo the heck out of everything and whatnot. Okay. I've typed something in the chat right now, so it'll show up. Show moderation, change moderation settings. Darn it! I didn't have the thing up. Do it again. I'm not gonna click away this time. Like, put something in again. Okay. Let me see what if it gives me any options. Friends, timeout, mod. Wait, hold on. It's like mod user. Okay, now it has a check mark. Okay, so I guess now you're a mod. I'm not sure if that's what you were talking about, but I did something and now you're a mod. For whatever glorious powers that gives you. It's not, but sure. Well, that's the only option at least it gives me right here, is it gives me an option to mod you. Or unmod you, as I see fit. But I guess we'll just do that for the time being. I don't want to have my stream going on other windows. That's just going to kill the internet. Okay, if I cannot... let's see. Is there anything I could play off the preview window? I wonder. Goose Game, Goose Game. Actually, you know what? Sure, why not? Let's play Goose Game. Let's play Goose Game while we're waiting. I'm not gonna hear any audio because OBS doesn't spit out the audio, but it's in the stream. So like in the stream you'll hear the audio, but I won't. January 5th. Okay, so that's the last time I tried doing it on the Switch. I don't remember how far I am on the Switch version. I don't think it's as far as I was on the Xbox version, though. Oh yeah, I'm still here at the garden. Oh yeah, what's the audio levels, by the way? Like, do they sound fine? Because I don't know if they do. Also, how come I can't move? Or do I have to wait for this cutscene to play? Oh, okay. So how much... Okay, yeah, so yeah, that is where I left off. Okay. Okay, I was like, okay, I just want to know where he is. Make the groundskeeper wear his own sun hat. Don't I do that by... You don't care? I just took this. Oh, now you do. Now you care. And then I'm pretty sure I take his regular hat off as he's putting it back in or something like that, I think. Right? Yes, there we go. Ah, darn it, I don't have the thing open. To the lake we go. Well, I was gonna get him wet with the sprinkler. I didn't even think about trying to do it that way. Obviously, I'm too far away for that. Oh yeah, this with the sign. Sun hat. Oh yeah. I need to get him back over here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Get your sun hat. Now, we just gotta wait for him to put down the sign. I wish that they added like I still wish they had like the Muppet thing as like an actual DLC. That would have been cool or something. Oh well. Okay, so now on to the next section. Ducks are people too. Oh, yeah, no. I don't know if I did that correctly. Oh, what? No. Wait, did I? Okay, yeah, I did do that correctly. I wasn't sure if I did that right. Get on TV. Oh yeah, okay. I forget how exactly you get in though. Like I just kind of last time just kind of sat out here and kept. I just did stuff, and then eventually that guy would come out, and then I could get in. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and try that then. Yeah. We'll go ahead and do that, I guess. No, 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 not this way! Don't run into the store. And now I gotta wait, don't I? There we go, that's better, that's better, that's better. Don't go down, don't go down. Keep going. No, not the store. Go in the booth. There we go. Now. Oh, darn it, didn't get there fast enough. Come on. Sprint. There we go. I'm on TV. Literally, though, because I'm streaming. Basically. Okay. Okay, let's see. Break the broom. That's pretty simple. Darn it. Didn't grab it right. There we go. Okay, I don't remember exactly where the... Where are the wrong glasses? Because I'm an idiot right now and I don't see them. Even though I did this last time. Yeah, you're gonna hit me with that stick. Ah, whatever. Even if I can't find the other glasses, that doesn't mean I can't take the ones off of him. Wherever the heck he is. Or is he still in the booth? Oh, darn it. I just missed it. Darn it. Come on. Gotta get this right. Gotta get this right. Gotta time this right. There we go. No, 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 no. You are running into the booth again. Great. 5:48, so we've got about 10 minutes left. I'm probably going to do a little more of this, and then I'm just going to close out of the game and blow up the Twitch window back to full size. And we'll just wait for it to begin. But I want to get this... yeah, I want to get this one thing real quick, though. There we go. And gotcha. We'll just, leave him right there for right now. Figure out where the heck those other glasses are. I know they're around here. Are they over here? I don't think they are, but there's no harm in looking, I guess. No, they aren't. Hold on a sec. Let me just check something real quick. Okay. So where the heck are those glasses? I'm an idiot and I don't see them. Normally they're around here. Oh wait, hold on. I think I just saw them. Was that it? Hold on. No, I didn't. That was not it. Oh no, they're right here. They're right here. There we go. Yeah, they're. I knew they're around there somewhere. There we go. Okay. I think I'm good for right now. 10 minutes remaining. That was a game that would have worked pretty well for the preview window. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and of course, I'm going to leave the Switch sitting here. I'm going to get rid of it in a second, but though I'm going to still have the Switch running, of course, just in case, you know, hey, the DLC character is out right now! So obviously I'm going to want to immediately download it and all that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to blow this back up to full size. And now that we are in our final minutes, well, maybe not quite, but close to it, I'm going to try and get my friend back on here. Don't tell me he isn't going to be on here. He said he'd be up. Don't tell me we're going to have to do this solo twice in a row. Especially for something like Smash. These are always much better when I have someone else. Get on Discord. Oh boy. I mean, I guess I could do this with him. With someone else. But I'm gonna try. We still got a couple minutes left. This could still pan out. Come on. Pick up. What the? Oh. I got the feeling he's not gonna pick up, is he? I get the feeling that he accidentally fell asleep. Or whatever. Or he's gonna get up at the last possible second. I've been staying up all night, so that isn't a problem for me, though. come on. Pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. This is not the time to not be picking up. Why is this always a problem? It's gonna be Frisk. It is not going to be Frisk. Well, since no one is picking up right now, I guess since we got a couple minutes left, I guess I'm going to go ahead and just say what I think we're going to get. I'm not going to talk about specific characters because at this point I think it could be literally anyone. It could be Sora, Master Chief, Dante, you know, and Gino. It could be anyone. It could be literally anyone. It could be someone we've never heard before either. It could be literally anyone. So I'm not even going to bother with a prediction. No. But what I will predict is how this is going to go. I think this is going to be the same as the Terry presentation and the Banjo presentation and basically all the presentations so far, where it's going to be, we're going to get, well, obviously this is for a brand new character we haven't seen before, so we're going to get a trailer at the very beginning. Seems pretty self-explanatory. We're going to get a trailer at the very beginning, Slash and everything probably. Then we're gonna get Sakurai's gonna be like, "Hey, I'm Masahiro Sakurai of Sora Limited, here to talk to you today about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate," or and whatnot. Then he's gonna talk about the new character and their history for a little bit, not as intensive as Terry's probably, but he'll say, "Okay, so this character is from this game." He'll do a little overview, and then he'll talk about the character's moveset for like 10 minutes. Then he'll talk about the stage for like 5 minutes. Then he'll talk about the music. Then he'll talk about this and that and all that stuff. Okay, hold on. I got my friend here. Come on. Okay. Are you there? Hello? Can you hear me? If you're there, and if you can hear me, type something. Not to the people watching like live, but to like my friend here who's we're trying to talk here. Come on. Okay, can you hear me now? Come on. Come on. Why isn't this working? Okay, how about now?
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, finally, with 3 minutes to spare. Okay, I'm gonna have to really quickly make sure the audio levels aren't complete garbage, because the last couple of streams after the fact, I noticed the audio levels weren't that great. So just go ahead and talk. Just say something real quick.
Alright, who do you think this character's gonna be?
Okay, so hold on, let me go ahead. Okay, so you're a part of the desktop audio, so I don't need this extra thing. I guess we'll just do that for right now. And hopefully it sounds alright. Because, you and the Twitch, like the stream are gonna be merged, so I don't know how it's gonna really sound until after the fact, so to anyone watching this, during the YouTube upload after I upload this, or whatever, if the audio sounds bad, and by bad I mean like if the audio the mixing is bad between me and the stream or whatever, then that's my fault, I guess. But I don't really have time for this. Okay, so back to what I was saying really quickly. So yeah, I think it's gonna be the standard fare. You know, we're gonna see the trailer. Sakurai's gonna talk about the history for like a minute. He's gonna talk about the moveset for like 10 minutes. He's gonna talk about the stage for like 5 minutes. He's gonna talk about how many music tracks are in there and how many there are. And then we'll get, like, the Mii costumes, then the version 7.0 details. And then maybe, if we're lucky, we'll get a tease for the next Fighter's Pass. Boom. So basically, I'm not expecting anything super crazy in terms of, like, how this is going to go, right? That's basically what I'm saying. Okay, so now that that's all done, we have a minute to spare. I got my thing full screened. Wait, what are you watching on right now? What?
I'm on.
Your thing is cutting out.
I'm watching it from YouTube.
Okay, then I should probably go watch it on YouTube just to make sure we don't get, or at least trying to minimize the desync as much as humanly possible. I gotta hurry up really quick here, because it's probably literally
Less
about.
than a minute.
I know. Hold on. Where's the feed? Oh my god. It's 6. It's gonna start literally any second now. Okay, I'm hiding the other chat. I'm full screening. Okay.
Yep, it started for me.
Ah, darn it. Okay, now it's starting for me. You're gonna be ahead by like a couple seconds.
Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director of Super Smash
Okay,
Bros.
so
Ultimate
it
Solar
said
Limited.
teen. It said teen.
We'll be using today's showcase to give you a first look at our next DLC fighter.
So that gives me a couple of
Actually,
ideas.
hardly anyone knows what we'll be announcing today, even among Nintendo staff worldwide.
Really?
The development team and other stakeholders have been working on this fighter with the utmost secrecy. Which means other Nintendo staff around the globe will only start making preparations for release after the showcase has been broadcast. So it won't be available right away.
What else?
Okay.
Please understand that it
Okay,
will take
that
a little
doesn't
time.
surprise me. I'm fine. I'm
I think
fine,
even
honestly,
many
with that.
Nintendo employees will be surprised to see this and say, "Wow, really?"
Is it what I think it is then?
So let's all share.
No.
the fun of
Don't get
getting
my
our
hopes
hands
up.
on
Don't
the
get my
latest
hopes up.
information.
Let's just see how it is. Don't you dare spoil
However,
me, because you're gonna be like
needless
2
to say,
seconds
that's
ahead.
not the character I was picturing. I hope you don't have any hard feelings. We've prepared a fighter reveal video. Once it starts, I think you'll figure out who it is pretty quickly.
Okay.
Now,
Again, you
let's
better
do
not
this.
spoil me, because it's about to start. Okay? Here we go.
Yeah.
Don't you dare say a word.
Of course.
The time has finally come to unleash the forbidden spell of Zaharas upon our enemies!
I'm waiting here, because I get this sneaking suspicion that he's gonna throw, like, one more in here.
What were you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap?
I feel like there's gotta be
You
some
and
kind
I
of
are
catch.
one. I too am trapped within this void. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die?
I see someone in the chat. No more Fire Emblem.
I thought as much. I also do not wish to die. And yet... there is no other choice.
Well, I feel like this is
Of
gonna be
course.
You
some
must
kind
join
of...
Smash.
Figures.
Join Smash Brothers already! What in the world are you waiting for?
That's a pretty neat looking, thing they got going right there. I'm waiting here.
Joining Smash
I don't...
consumes even the
There's this
darkness
part of me that
itself.
doesn't think this is it. Well, okay, his stage looks pretty neat. I mean, of course it's gonna look good, but like... Now, okay, here's the glorious thing that Nintendo has, like, right now. There's more DLC, right?
So you return, and sooner than expected.
Wait, what?
I see. Too many swordsmen, are there?
Oh my god, they just called him out!
Well, What will you do?
He just too many swordsmen. Oh my god, that just.
So that is how you plan to win the day? So be it. I reward your cleverness this time.
I'm very curious.
Yep, a new weapon.
How is this?
Even Sakurai knows that people don't want more sword fighters.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't have really minded if it was just a sword fighter, but I know a lot of people don't want that.
Depending. Oh, her moveset. Violet's moveset differs depending on what attack you use.
Strike
Like,
with superior
they
reach.
use a different weapon.
Use Amir's overwhelming power.
So here's the thing I find that. So again, the whole thing of where like
Unleash the
Nintendo
blood
has
and
already
speed of
saved
Thanos.
themselves because they already said there's more, right?
Along with the sword
So this
create
isn't the actual last
weapon
character.
matches a direction.
No.
And that's why I don't have a problem with it, and why I think at the end of the day, it won't bother that many people that
Your will and
much.
mine be now
Because this is not the actual last character.
to you.
Besides, this looks cool. The stage looks really nice.
Show the world.
We got more than just a sword, we got all those different weapons. And who knows? Maybe this will be just like Korn and Bayonetta, where they do the Fire Emblem character that no one wanted first, and then they'll do like Sora or something else afterwards. He's hanging up the post. Those are some legit looking renders.
Yes, there you have it. Byleth from Fire Emblem Three Houses is joining.
Okay,
the band.
I'm gonna admit I did not think they were
Fire
actually
Emblem
gonna do
Three
this.
Houses was released just last
I've
year,
been under
so
the
it's still very
firm
new.
belief
Even
that
so,
it would
you'll
be
soon able
only
to play
third-party
Super Smash
characters.
Bros. Ultimate. This release is planned for January 28th.
Yeah, based
You'll
on
have
how all
instant
the
access
DLCs have
if
been
you have
going,
the
they've
Super
all
Smash
been
Bros.
third
Ultimate
party. I
Fighters
thought
Pass.
no one
And it will
Okay,
also be
these
so-
available to
characters
purchase
would be
individually.
DLCs.
Okay, so the 28th.
In case you're not familiar with Fire Emblem or Three Houses, I'll explain a few things, so don't worry.
Oh god,
First
here
off,
we go.
what is Fire Emblem?
We all know what Fire Emblem is at this point.
It's really hard to pronounce in Japanese. The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire Emblem. But when writing it, if you don't write Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem police will come and get you, so please be careful.
I get this sneaking suspicion we're
The
gonna
series'
get one
first
more
entry launched
character.
in Japan on the
I just
Famicom
feel
in
like we will.
1988.
That's gonna
You could say it was
backfire on
pioneered
me,
in
and
the
we're not
genre
gonna
of
get it,
tactical
but I
role-playing
just get this feeling
might
that
be
they
wondering what
have
makes it
to
particularly
have at
tactical.
least a tease, right?
Well, it's tactical in that it
Just to
simulates
save
combat.
themselves, even though they
You can
kinda
think of it
already
as
did
moving
save
pieces in a
themselves
board game.
by saying
Or
there
in
was
other
gonna be
words,
more
a game
anyway.
in which you advance units across a grid
Yeah.
in battle.
Like, I think that would be a much smarter idea.
When we talk about tactical games of that era, there were lots of ones in which you command tanks, aircrafts, and so on.
Oh, this
But
way. Is this
Fire
a new
Emblem was
remix?
unique because each unit was a specific
can't tell.
character, sort of like in role-playing games.
I think it is.
I guess it makes sense. And obviously,
Plus,
we're gonna get Three
something that would stand
Houses
out from other
remixes.
Nintendo products.
Yeah.
Characters could permanently die.
Characters get
That's
permanently
pretty
die.
direct language, though, so perhaps we should just say they're sleeping with the fishes.
Sleeping with the fishes. I wonder
But
what
really, if a
legendary
character
meme
fell
we're
in
gonna
battle,
get out of
you'd lose
this.
that unit. They'd be gone, and you
Because
couldn't
we
use
always
them
get,
again.
one legendary meme out of these.
Recent entries in the series maintain this concept of permadeath to some degree in classic mode and what have you. But a lot of games now allow strategic withdrawals, so to speak. In the older games,
Yeah.
your units would really be gone, never to be mentioned again. Scary. The
Actually,
game's story
you know
is
what's
told
funny?
in Chronicles
This
of
actually
War,
makes a
with
little too much
increasingly
sense
distinct
because I
characters
was
being
thinking the
grossly
other day
similar.
about how it's gonna be 35 minutes, right? And I'm thinking back to Terry when we thought, oh, they're
Several
gonna
characters
have
also appeared
all
in the
this
Smash
stuff,
Brothers
right?
series.
And then they
6 of the
didn't, and it was
7
just
games
Terry,
count.
and that was it.
It's their down special.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, okay, 35
There's
minutes.
actually a reason for this.
Well,
When I was
if we
considering
have a
how to
Fire Emblem
incorporate
character that
Fire
has
Emblem fighters
multiple
into Super Smash
weapons,
Brothers
then that would
Melee,
kind
I
of
thought
make
it might be
sense why it's
interesting to
35
reflect
minutes.
The turn-based nature of the original game. First comes your opponent's turn. They attack and you counter. Next comes your turn.
I honestly kind of find it interesting that he's like describing Fire Emblem's
And now,
combat.
Fire Emblem Three Houses is the 17th
Like-
game in the series. People who aren't Japanese
Like,
in particular
he always
might be
does these
thinking,
little, like,
17
history
games?
segments,
There are
but
that many?
this is for a Nintendo
Well, if you
franchise.
include Fire Emblem Heroes
So it's
Remake,
kind of
but you
strange
don't
to me.
include the Satellaview game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17 games. Let's try saying them in the Fire Emblem Can You Say It challenge.
What?
I'll give it a try.
Oh boy.
He's listing all the Fire Emblem games.
Okay. He's showing the Super Famicom and the like the Japanese box art, which is kind of cool.
There you go, 17.
Wait, we're counting Heroes as a mainline game?
So
I
you saw
guess
how I was
it's
counting in a
listed as
weird way,
Hero.
right? I was counting in binary.
Counting in binary.
This is 0. Fold this here and you get 1, and then you get 2.
We might have already found our
One,
meme, I don't
three.
know. It
So,
just depends on what the
4,
internet does
5,
with it.
7, and 8. And then you get 16.
How to count
Add
with,
1 and you
how
get
to
17.
count with Mr. Sakurai.
Awesome, isn't it? You can actually count up to 31 on one hand. And if you use both hands, you can count all the way
Okay,
up
that's
to
specific.
1023. If you've given up counting the knots in a tatami mat, you could always give it a go.
Okay.
Now you're good.
What is Fire Emblem Three Houses? In Japanese, the male version of the main character is called Bereto and the female version is called Beresu, but in English they share the same name, Byleth. Byleth becomes a professor.
You
who
know
ends
what?
up
I
leading
think
one
this
of
is
three
even more in
academic
depth
houses.
than he went for Terry.
Once you've chosen a house, you guide them
Because
through their
we're at
school
the
life,
10-minute
and,
mark
well,
already.
You end up fighting the other houses. After a certain incident, 5 years pass, and you meet up with your grown-up students to battle against the other houses in their regions. It's a very sad game in which your former allies become enemies, turn hostile, and try to kill you. To understand the concept of Fire Emblem Three Houses, I played an early version of the game before its release. I've done the same thing before, with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example. Because I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an early version of the game for 2 days, ran around all the areas, saw the ending, and realized for the first time, I guess we can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter.
Of course Sakurai gets
I did
access
the
to
same
early
this time,
copies
but
of
with
the
there
game.
being 3 houses and multiple endings, it was really hard to get a feel for it. And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs I could reference. The game has multiple routes and the outcome of each is very different. Your experience will vary depending on the route you choose, and many of the characters you meet
Again,
will adopt different
he's
roles in
talking
the story.
about the game, but not
I'll try
like
to avoid spoilers
the
when I'm
actual
talking about
game.
the fighter.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
I mean, I
Fire
played
Emblem.
Fire Emblem three
Before
times.
my demonstration,
Like, how about we
I should
talk
point out
about
that when I
how
did
the
Terry
character
Bogard showcase
plays
video,
now,
I
instead of
mentioned
just
that it was
talking about the
recorded a
game they're
month in
from.
advance. But this
Yeah,
time,
I mean, I
we have
played
to account
Fire
for the
Emblem
holidays
three
and
times,
such,
so
so we're
nothing
filming
he
2
said
months in
spoilers.
advance of this video's release. Right
Uh-oh.
now, it's actually November.
I'm not gonna look at that just yet.
Therefore, some of what I'm about to show you might
Screw
differ a
it.
bit from the finished version. As always, I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes. Here I go.
See, I want to know how all the different weapons work. That's the main thing I want to know.
So, this is our new fighter, Byleth. Sadly, they're lacking in mobility. It's maybe a bit better than Robin's, but that's about all you can say for them. Throws are not
Oh,
their
so they have
strong point
marked
either.
throw.
Their grab lacks range. But actually, you could say that they're distance demon. The hero's relic they use changes depending on the direction you input with the stick. Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem Three Houses. They look like bones, and there's a reason for that.
In-game.
First, let's talk about the weapon Byleth uses for upward inputs, the Sword of the Creator. The Sword of the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use it for flurry attacks and tilt attacks, such as down tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip. They also use the sword for dash attacks and other moves. For their up smash attack, they'll whip the sword upward to launch enemies in the air. For their up air attack, they'll wave the whip sword overhead.
Okay, so
The hit detection for this
okay,
attack
now I'm gonna
lasts for
actually
a
pay
relatively
attention
long
now.
time.
I was just
The
typing
up
for a
special
second
move
there.
is really something. The sword
Well-
extends like this.
Well, I'm gonna like kind of
you
pay
to do
attention,
things
but
like
not
this.
really, because generally speaking, like I kind of
was
just would
pretty
rather
terrifying
wait
how
until
I
I,
knocked
you
it
know,
into the air
play the
with that
game for
attack.
myself.
And in addition,
But yeah, this is a really nice looking stage, though. That's definitely for
awful
sure.
things
Yeah.
like this.
I mean, there was no doubt about that.
That
Yeah.
said,
And
you
there's
launch
the,
opponents
Mega version
upward
by the
until
looks
their
of it.
damage reaches a certain percentage. Exceed that percentage, and you'll need to be careful. You may find it helpful to mid-air dodge.
Oh, great. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a tether.
I've already shown this, but you can also use it to latch onto edges. So that's the up special. Now, for the sideways inputs. This is Erdvar, the same name as the weapon from Celtic mythology. First, we'll go through the forward and back air attacks. As you can see, they have a long reach. Like so. Marth's air attack keeps opponents in check too, right? If Byleth does the same thing, you'd win out, so you should be able to beat it. Next, the side smash attack. This also has a long range. It'll connect even from here. Also, if you add an upward tilt, it will be stronger. And if you've knocked an opponent down, the side attack won't hit unless you add a downward tilt to aim for them.
Oh.
By the way, the tip of the lance is more powerful. The shaft part is
So wait,
weak.
has he already talked about how the different
it's not suited to
weapons
close
or
combat.
whatever work?
It won't deal much
What?
damage, and it won't launch.
Like, has he talked about like how you switch
That's why,
between
as a
weapons
rule,
or whatever the heck
You want to hit
that's
with the
about?
blade
It's
aimed
based
upward,
on whatever attack you use.
or downward in this case.
Oh, okay, hold on a sec. Now I'm seeing it. I'm like kind of like half
The
paying
side
attention.
Byleth will simply swing the lance
Yeah,
like
so his
this.
tilts use
but
the sword of
again,
the
to its
creator while
excellent
his
reach.
side
For
special
example,
uses
even when
the
your opponent
land.
is at this distance, it'll still hit.
Arrow bar, I believe.
Actually, you can do a smash
So
attack
that brings
charge
us up
forward
to
a little,
8,
like
right?
this.
I think like 8 Fire Emblem characters.
I believe so, yes.
But as you'd expect, it
We
can
can
be
do a
easily
full tourney
shielded,
of,
so be
Fire
careful.
Emblem characters.
Oh yeah, now you can do 8-player Smash. All
Using
Fire
mid-air,
Emblem.
With all
it opens
Fire
up a
Emblem.
large area.
That's actually kind of neat.
Returning
Kinda.
to the side air
Just
attacks
kind of
from
a fun
earlier,
little
they have great
thing,
horizontal reach.
I
but
won't be
lack
surprised
vertical
if they'll be like, hey, now there's 8 of
So
them, and
this
they'll
complements
do
it
like
well.
the thing where there's 8 of them on the
ability.
screen
Although
at
you'll be
once,
vulnerable when you land.
just to like piss people off.
Now,
Hey, look,
for the
there's 8 of
downward
them.
For these, Byleth will use an axe called Emir. It's named after a weapon that appears in
You know,
Ugaritic
technically
myth.
speaking, if you wanted to count Robin
First,
and
the
Cord,
down air attack.
male and female
It
counterpart,
really is strong.
and now Byleth has a female counterpart,
You can try for a meteor effect with this attack.
and that
Next is the down smash attack.
11.
A heavy swing of the axe back and forth. As you can see, it has a great deal of launch power. And for the down special,
Red Bowser.
Byleth channels all their energy into a devastating strike. It's a bold move, similar to the Falcon Punch, but here's what makes it different. When readying the move, there's a super armor effect, which allows you to withstand an attack. Just so you know, if you execute a Falcon Punch at about the same time, it plays out like this. It's a bit slower than the Falcon Punch, but due to the super armor effect, you have the advantage.
Yeah,
Unless
super
you
armor,
grab.
this crap again.
Another notable aspect is that it lets you pass through platforms. While you're charging up, you can breeze past platforms like this to reach a lower area. It won't let you jump, but you could use it as a surprise attack. Also, you can turn around during the move. The swing takes a while, So if an opponent runs behind you during the move, you can quickly change direction. Even though it can be hard
We
to
are
land
at
a hit with this move,
6:18.
it
Just
can be
keeping
really
track of time
effective
here.
when used against a group of opponents.
Hold on, let me turn down the
Plus,
volume
even if
of
you fail to land a direct hit, any opponent
just want to turn that down a little bit because so I can hear you better.
it's as if the quaking of the ground launches them. By the way, earlier I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves. I don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series,
Yeah.
because you'll just get loads of counters. Hits with that much power in a single attack. Counters can actually multiply the power.
So
of the block.
January 28th, right? It's January 28th, right?
Anticipated attacks like this could just get you hit by counter after counter.
Hey, it's one day before my birthday.
Next, we have the neutral moves.
And Piranha Plant came out on my birthday as well, so that's kind of cool.
I guess Nintendo's saying happy birthday then.
It only appears in a few neutral moves. You've got the neutral area.
I do find, see,
This attack is similar to a move that hits and other fighters like
yeah,
you.
actually,
Spin the
the
weapon
fact that he's not coming out today could, in theory, actually help with them maybe showing something else as well. Because if he was coming out today, then they don't really have to show anything else, right? Because, hey, there's something new that's out right now, right? But because this
But
character's
there are a few
not going to be
noteworthy
out
aspects
today,
to this bow.
I mean, I'm getting my hopes up. Let's be real here. There's not going to be anything else other than this.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I'm okay with, but obviously, I think it'd be smart of them to at least tease something. Just at least give us a
Yeah.
teaser, just a small teaser.
Using the shield button. You can also change direction. while
Because, let's be real here, no matter how much you try to make this character look unique, the fact is, a lot of people are just gonna be all, bleh, Fire Emblem.
powerful arrow that
Which I
goes
think is a bit unfair, but I kind of get it at the same time.
Perform this move by keeping the button held down. You charge up power like so. Charge a bit more. and
That
then
bow
fire.
looks familiar. That looks like a bow
But
from
again,
Breath of the
you'll need
Wild.
To take care when using this move.
It just
For one,
does to
when
me.
you've powered up the move to its max, there's no way to cancel out of it. Not even with the shield button. In other words, you're committed to firing it. So you see, a situation like this is pretty terrible.
No canceling it.
Once you've entered the stand, you won't be able to do anything. Which means it's quite the risky attack to use against fighters who have a move with a reflector effect. But you could always just aim into the fray, as it is, after all, a long-range move, letting you deal a sudden blow to opponents.
So wait,
You need to think carefully.
so obviously this stage, like Castle Siege, will
Violet's final
change.
smash is called Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. In their
It
Like-
rage
looks
game, there's a
like
move
it.
Yeah.
They're in a different portion of the room.
Yeah,
enhanced
I wonder
Yeah.
I wonder what's like the standard form, right? You know, the default that you start on.
I think it might be the marketplace.
That's my guess. I'm sure he'll show it, but obviously when they talk about the stage, but that makes me curious. Mainly because it's like, well, this stage be illegal.
Now,
Because it's
I-
a walk off.
variations.
It's
It's set
changed.
up so that the default
Yeah.
odd number
Obviously, this part right here is FD. This is Omega and Battlefield, which they already showed.
The third, fourth, and fifth.
Oh, okay.
Reminiscent
That's really cool, but I know people are gonna be mad that they aren't just actual characters.
The sixth color is based on Sothis, who you just
That
saw
is
earlier.
cool though. That's really cool. But I know people are gonna be mad that why isn't Elgard the character instead of this guy?
Based on something that occurs in the course of the original
But
game.
hey,
Oh, you get a
Didn't we see
Edelgard
this variation in the final smash?
something.
yeah.
Bergmonk Monastery. The stage.
Okay, so yeah, you're definitely ahead by like 5 seconds. I'm gonna refresh it really quickly. Just really quickly,
Mock Monastery.
just to see if that helps.
This is how Garreg Mock
So
Monastery
like
was laid out
Idrisil's
in the
Altar, this is
original
gonna take me like 5 months to master the name probably.
Marketplace, Reception Hall, Bridge.
I don't know, I feel like I'm not gonna be able to get that name. So wait,
It's the type of stage that rotates through different.
so wait, it does
areas.
start on the marketplace.
Let me introduce each of the guests that
They're
appear in
back
these
in
4
characters.
areas.
Oh yeah, we did see that earlier.
The first area is the marketplace. I think this is where a lot of people come to do their shopping. The guests that appear here are students of the Blue Lion's house, Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid. Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their names are a bit difficult to say. They're from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Calling people out right there.
That means they have a monarch.
Kinda.
For that reason,
We
I
could
guess
kinda
you
call
say
them out.
Dimitri is the king.
I still love that they did the whole, oh, you think you can win with just swords? Or whatever the heck that was in the trailer. Oh man.
There are vendors on
That
either
call
side.
out, he knows people don't just want
Oh, we can
swords.
destroy the
All sorts of things,
booths.
but,
Oh, that's cool. I like destructible
You
stuff.
can destroy the booth.
Obviously, if you have hazards off, you won't be able to do that.
If you do break them, the stage will expand to the
But then now there's a walk-off, whereas there wouldn't be a walk-off before.
I wonder where people
Regardless, this stage is obviously not going to be played, and that's fine.
And in the background, you can see the gatekeeper. You often pass through this area in Fire Emblem 3 houses, and you end up talking to him a lot. Moving through these areas is possible thanks to this mysterious platform.
Ooh,
Just when
okay.
it seems like you've come to a stop,
There we go.
That's a cool transition.
you'll come crashing back down. You've broken through the ceiling
Black
and
Eagle.
slammed into the building. And the guests in the reception hall are Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra of the Black Eagles. Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard.
Again, he's roasting people right now. It's not, you don't pronounce it like this, you pronounce it like that.
Edelgard is one of the characters who is central to the conflict. Depending on the path you take, she'll go through some terrible ordeals. You'll notice there are prominent chandeliers above the stage. It's possible to knock them down. However, Violet can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage. You can reach it with other fighters, though.
That's kind of funny.
So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go. I made it. And you can knock it down.
Of course.
Also, you can break this table.
Why does this remind me of Harry Potter? Like this one room, it just reminds me of Harry Potter for some
Just
reason.
like the sign that reads Fooding
This is
Cover in the
actually
Suzaku Castle stage, it can
Harry
break
Potter,
if you launch
believe it
the
or not.
opponent into it at close
Fire
range.
Emblem 3 houses is very because there's like multiple houses and all
Next
that.
up,
Oh yeah.
the
I guess
camera
it makes a
rotates
little too
90
much
degrees,
sense.
creating this long area.
Yeah.
It's very wide indeed.
This
And then we have
could
the
this
Golden Ear
this
House.
could like someone could easily skin this to be a
It's
Hogwarts
similar to the Bridge
stage.
of Elden stage.
Someone could easily make a
Guess that's
mod
the
that
Golden
like
Gear.
skins this
Claude,
basically
Hilda,
just to
and
be
Lawrence.
that.
They belong
could
to
see
the
it.
Master Alliance.
And I'm not gonna be surprised if someone does eventually.
Because it's an alliance of many noble families, you could say that they have a wide assortment of members. And Claude is the sharpest of the bunch. Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the 4th title in the Fire Emblem series. I guess once you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap. The naming process must be tough. Hey, it looks like
Yeah,
the
just the
Knight
Pegasus
is
just
training.
flying in the background.
As for the bridge's design, it's just a long pathway, plain and simple. You can expect plenty of blows to be exchanged at the edges of the screen.
Snipe.
You could also say it's a place where the fail knot really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the golden
So let's rewind for a second. So that whole thing about him wanting to introduce new worlds, where did? Okay, well, it's okay. Now here's how I can
The
picture
last
it.
area is the cathedral.
If we want to be absolutely technical, he said that while talking about the additional fighters after the pass.
Flame and Rhea.
So maybe that only applies to after the pass and not this, which is why we have a first-party character.
Of him and Rhea, who you can see fighting during
That
the
I'm just trying to rationalize what he's saying. Although to be fair, I'm the one that kind of was
related
kind
to
of,
the true identity.
at least the way I at least saw what he said was basically third party only. Was the way I kind of took
I'll
it,
leave it at that.
and it could still be that way for after the fight, after like this fighter's pass.
All
But
it has are these platforms.
just kind of makes me really
Being the last
curious.
area, it may be a place where some intense battles will be waged.
628.
It'll cycle through each location in about 2.5 minutes.
That, That's wait, is this gonna be longer?
Okay, Today we'll have a
five
tag team
team
battle
squad
in
strike.
Squad Strike.
And of course, they're all Fire
Against
Emblem.
Fire Emblem protagonists from throughout the
Hey, look, it's the DLC gang. It's the DLC gang.
Alright, here we go, Joker.
There goes.
What the heck did he just do?
He's just gonna want to use violence.
He's
getting
gonna
rid of all.
He's gonna try 1v5. Okay.
Yeah.
Bitch.
By now, I think you know what I'm doing. But basically, I'm trying
He's
to defeat
only
all
using
5 opponents
Violet.
with just the professor here. But as
Robin's
expected,
gonna have
it's
so
going to
many
be a pretty
victories.
tough battle, so I'm using anything I can get my hands
Oh yeah, I wonder if they're gonna if Violet is gonna have a unique like victory theme. Like you know how Lucina and Chrom have like a unique one?
on.
Violet is probably gonna have a unique one.
Distance.
I don't see why
I'll use this chance to
he
attack.
wouldn't.
Got him.
He's
Ah, rip no.
He's invincible from
Corin did get blown up by all those. Wait, no, that's Ike. Bad.
yeah, no, Corin's not there yet.
Ouch.
Yeah, Corin's not there. It's Ike. Why did I think that was Corin?
Perfect
His
shield.
Ventress is literally right there.
Good one.
Yeah, Ike didn't get blown up by all those bullets.
If I do this, like this,
Oops.
so
He got hit by the ball.
no anti-air, huh? There, the soccer ball connected.
Now Corin's out.
Okay, so now
Good. There's mom.
What he's got another right there.
so I just realized another thing.
Shouldn't have taken that.
So the whole thing of like Sakurai and
Also
the
got
I guess
before.
no one uses
so the thing about Sakurai and the 3 in the picture, I guess that actually meant something, or maybe that was just a coincidence. I don't know.
I feel like the enemy might get this.
But the two prevailing theories was it was either Kingdom Hearts or it was this, basically. From what
Wait, he got a shield break on Marth?
I can't waste the chance.
Ooh.
There's another smash ball. Yes, got it.
What? Did you charge Ryan?
What are you charging up for?
Hammer.
There's still more. Whack. Go on, you can take the hammer, but it's mine. Although I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state. I hit him.
He actually
Yay!
wants to be 5 done. It would probably set
I
on a
was
very
trying to
low
fight using
difficulty.
mindless abilities alone, but what matters is that I won. Good game.
DLC gang.
It can be fun to play
Watch
like
it.
this,
Now he's gonna
especially
play through
when
classic
I think
mode.
it's a good idea to try imposing different types of challenges.
Nah,
on
he's not gonna
yourself.
do that. There's not enough time.
He's going over the song.
Okay.
Now, about the additional music.
Wait, hold on. I just realized. How is this
From the
gonna
Fire
work?
Emblem series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem.
Yeah, so you can play all these tracks in all the
There are
stages.
already a lot of Fire Emblem tracks. in the
Which
game.
doesn't really matter because I'm only gonna play the Three Houses music on the Three Houses stage anyway.
11 songs are being added.
But that's hey, so 11 new tracks in addition to everything else we already had for Fire Emblem.
Japanese and English.
Okay. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything more than 11, as he made very clear. Terry was just an
We're
anomaly.
also adding in a new spirit board.
That was not planned.
It includes the house leaders among some of the other.
Oh yeah, so everyone that was like, "Hey, wait, they didn't do Three
Of
Houses
course,
spirits."
yeah,
Back when the game first came out, I wonder if that could mean something. Well, I
Also,
guess
there's
it
a new
did.
classic mode route, a heroic legacy,
Of
which
course.
is designed to let you enjoy classic Fire Emblem stages from throughout the series' history. The final battle is against Master Hand and Crazy Hand, but you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that. Now for the Mii Fighter costumes.
Okay, here we go.
Take a look.
Wait, okay, I'm
More
gonna.
deconfirmed
Wait, okay.
character.
Okay, prediction. If they bring the Geno costume back, he'll have he'll have a music track. That's my prediction. If he comes back, he's gonna have a music track. What? Hey, look, not Assassin's Creed is in the game. What? Or is
Rabbits, what?
that's
Oh no. A hat on the rabbit.
heh. So wait,
Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
wait, no, wait, that is the Assassin's Creed because this is a Ubisoft game as well, Rabbids. So that is. They just didn't show the
We got
logo.
Mega Man now.
They just didn't show the logo, but that's totally an Assassin's Creed skin. Bringing that back?
Mega Man EX. EXE.
That's another returning Mega Man 1 from Smash 4.
Oh my god, Cuphead?
Thank you for spoiling that, by the way.
Oh, my bad. I forgot you were behind.
This is really cool. And yeah, this is just like Sans, where it's basically like the character's actually there.
Yeah.
And there's a track! And there's a track! That's pretty awesome. And there's a track! That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Assassin's Creed in Smash? What world are we living in?
What about Cuphead?
That's all. I mean, but that one doesn't feel as crazy to me. I mean, it's still really awesome, but that doesn't feel like as insane to me. Hey, here we
This
go.
time, we're releasing a Cuphead costume.
Yeah, now he's gonna talk about Cuphead.
And for those of you who purchased the Cuphead costume, an additional song will be added.
That's gonna be. I don't know where I'm gonna put it
Floral
though.
Fury, and it's the theme that plays when fighting Cagney Carnation. I hope you enjoy.
Hey, wait, another indie game that gets represented in Smash.
After
right?
purchasing
Yeah.
a costume, I recommend
One
you
that's
use
really
it.
like people love Cuphead.
If someone
It's
has
not
created
quite.
a
un-
fighter,
It's
you
not
can play using the
Undertale
costume
big,
wear
but
immediately
it's like
after you
a
download
really
it.
like well beloved game. So that's and it's also an indie game, so
And
that's
now,
really cool.
Onto the amiibo.
We got Richter and Dark.
Which are coming out in like a couple days. I think they're coming out tomorrow,
Dark Samus
actually.
looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Dark Samus
Yep,
and
that's
Victor
tomorrow.
are planned for release on Friday, January 17th.
Cuphead, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's see.
And now, with the addition of Violet, the Fighter's Pass is finally complete.
Yes,
The lineup
but
was Joker,
but
Hero,
but
Brandon Kazooie, Terry
there's gotta be more. Come
From
on.
more than 70 fighters, only 5 have been added.
Only 5 for now.
But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with,
Come on.
right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on. There really were a lot of new mechanics.
I'm getting myself hyped up for nothing. I'm getting myself
When
hyped
we
up for
add a new
nothing.
fighter, we don't simply make their
I need
attacks
to
or
calm
their
down.
movements
They're
a little
not going to show
Instead,
it.
we try to offer you
They're
a whole
not.
new style of play.
We both know they won't, but I can't help myself. I'm trying so hard to hold back.
As I stated, we'll continue to release
Yes.
more DLC fighters down the line. I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but,
Oh,
well,
oh,
have a look.
oh, oh, oh yes, oh yes.
5 more.
Is
Oh, 6.
yes, Fighter Pass 2. Called it. 11.
That was already been announced.
Wait, 11.
Looks like there will be 1 more fighter than last time.
Yeah, 6 more characters.
Okay.
For this reason, we
In
will
this
be
Fighter
releasing
Pass
the
Volume
second
2! Called it! I knew they were going to do a second Fighter's Pass.
Please keep an eye out.
All challenger packs will be released
Now
by...
that it's official, we intend to move ahead with development. Of course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed.
Okay.
Like last time, I'd be very grateful.
If it's up right now, I'll buy it. I'll buy it right now if they put it up.
New additions have already been decided.
Of course.
Even if I receive many requests regarding potential candidates on Twitter, I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them.
Yeah, he's already kind of said that, but yeah, don't spamming him on Twitter is not gonna make your character happen. Sorry, guys.
We're also including a bonus with Fighters.
Okay, who's
Uh-oh.
Last
he-
time, it was a Rex costume.
okay?
But this time,
Okay,
here's what we
who's it gonna be? Don't tell me. Wait, I'm waiting.
It's a Mii Fighter costume.
Okay, that's
Reforged,
cool.
The ancient
That's
soldier
cool.
gear from the Legend of
I was expecting him to do another like quote deconfirmed character. Okay.
So it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass.
So wait, hold on a second. So if Volume 2 has 6 characters in it, then that must mean that it's gonna cost more. Lastly,
It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest-selling fighting game in the world. Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's a fighting game.
I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game. Oh my! He's just dragging this debate into the
Seems
dirt.
like Street Fighter 2 was in the lead for a while, but now
He's
Super Smash
dragging
Bros. Ultimate has surpassed it in total.
Volume 2. Okay, see, yeah, that's probably all we're gonna get,
I'm not
right?
sure if
Just
this
Volume 2, and that's awesome. But
There were 5 versions.
I still
of
feel like
Street
it'd be a
Fighter
good
2,
idea to
or
just
6 or
give us a
7 if you really
small.
want to get into the
I don't
weeds.
know.
Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know.
The
if that
25
counts.
ports to other systems.
Also, I don't know if that really qualifies as one game. It's up for discussion. So, who knows? But when it comes
Okay.
to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros.
December
Ultimate is
31st,
number one.
2021. For all
Although I
6?
still don't know if it can really be called. Just
Well,
a
actually,
fighting
no,
game.
because 2020 has just begun. So, never mind.
Yeah.
I feel like
I'm
it's
like,
become more
I'm
than a fighting
thinking,
game.
I'm thinking,
Some
I'm
sort of
thinking that's
celebration of
2021
games
all
or
of a
something
sudden.
else
I'm like,
entirely.
they're gonna do 6 in 1 year. No, they're gonna
Also,
spread it out a
I
bit more.
feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters. The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up, but it was decided that there would be more DLC,
Of course.
which means no breaks for me.
Yep.
I plan to keep
Rip
working
your work
hard, so I
schedule,
hope
but
you
you
can
is
continue to
absolutely
support
worth it, and we all appreciate it.
me. That's it. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so Fighters Pass Volume 2 confirmed.
I think that was confirmed a little while ago.
Well, no, okay,
6
not
characters.
officially, not officially. They just said there was gonna be more DLC. Ah, yeah, there's the 3, there's the 3. So yeah, that was 3 houses. Okay, so yeah, because yeah, back then he just said there's gonna be more DLC, right? There's just gonna be more DLC. That's all that he said, and I said that is 100% gonna be a second Fighters Pass because there's absolutely no reason why they wouldn't. There's no reason at all. So, but he went a step. Okay, I'm gonna look on the website really quickly. I doubt it's updated already, but I'm gonna look. So that means that. So wait, can we already pre-order it? The website doesn't have anything yet. It still just has the Terry stuff. Doesn't even have the new trailer. Or maybe they won't add it until... no, even when the character isn't out, they still add that stuff. Like Terry's trailer, when it first came out back in September, had it. So... let me try and figure out where the actual heck... or are they just gonna... it's probably gonna take a little while. Let me try. So... what was I gonna say, darn it? What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, so, yeah, so yeah, they just said there was going to be more DLC, and I said they're going to do a second Fighters Pass because there's no reason not to. And they're doing that, but the twist is it's going to be 6 characters instead of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool, but it also means it's going to cost more, which I don't think anyone really cares about, right? Ooh, it costs more, big whoop. I'm going to pre-order it. If it's up right now, I'll buy it right now. Like,
Now, here's the thing, though. Here's the kicker. Some people are going to be really, really going to be saying that, technically speaking, the first Fighters Pass had 6, including Piranha Plant.
which, okay, how about this? Year, like, 1, like, or round 1, year 1 of DLC was technically 6 characters if we count Piranha Plant, right? But, of course, so, I guess technically speaking, yeah. I mean, he wasn't a part of the past, but I guess, yeah, technically speaking, yeah. Actually, from that perspective, I guess it's not too surprising that they're doing 6 characters then, since Piranha Plant was still a DLC character, even if he wasn't a part of the past.
Yeah. I mean, he's supposed to be part of the base roster, but wasn't finished in time.
Yep, just like Mewtwo. Let me see if the Smash Wiki is updated yet. No, it is... okay, hold on a second. Okay, just literally as I refreshed it, now it says Byleth, but there's no page for him yet. Because obviously there's going to be a page for him, and it's going to show his moves, it's going to have the stage and whatnot. Let's see. Hey, I just realized something. This doesn't surprise me in the slightest, but He didn't talk about 7.0 like at all. Did he?
Oh.
Didn't he say something about Mies? He said something about Mies. I didn't really pay attention to it. And I think that was literally the only. He didn't say anything else, which doesn't surprise me because again, he already said that there most likely won't be any more modes. But I still find that interesting. That they didn't say anything. 6 more characters. 6 more characters. Let me go on the eShop real quick. It's probably not there. If it's not even on the website, why would it be there? But let me go on the eShop and see if it is there. Or, actually, what I should be saying is, will Byleth be on there? Let's see, recent releases. Well, that wouldn't really count as a recent release. That logo they have for the Fighters Pass 2 looks really cool, by the way. I mean, it's just a logo. It doesn't really mean anything. I just think it looks really cool. But it's like I already kind of forget what it looks like, but it was like, Fighters Pass Volume 2. It just looked really cool. Let's see. Okay, Challenger Pack 5 has not been updated on the eShop yet. It still says it's coming out in February, and there's nothing else. So I'm sure they'll update that. Maybe if not by the end of the day, then obviously it'll be there when he comes out. But he said, but the thing, Sakurai said you could pre-purchase the Fighters Pass 2. But it's not on the eShop yet. I mean, again, the servers and all that stuff. So, or maybe, here's what will probably actually happen. You'll be able to pre-order it when Byleth comes out. That is probably what they're actually.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. That's my guess. But at the same time, though, you could pre-order the first Fighters Pass before the game even came out. When they first announced it alongside Piranha Plant, they said, you could pre-order it right after this. And you could. So, and he said, hey, you'll be able to pre-order it. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll be up on the eShop by the end of the day. I really want to know what the price is. My guess is it's going to be $30. Because the last one was $25 and it had 5 characters. This one has 6, therefore it's $30. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
$5 per character.
That's pretty. It's gonna most likely be, if it's 25 again, that'd actually be really cool. But I'm not betting on that. It's gonna be 30. That's fine with me. I got $30 right now. Out. You spend it on anything else?
Yep, and I just got $40 for $40 Nintendo eShop cards. So
yeah. Plus obviously. I want that Mii costume. Whether I'm gonna use it or not is one thing, but I still need to have it, right? I have all of the Mii costumes, even from Smash 4. I don't use all of them, but I gotta have them, I gotta have everything. And so I gotta have everything. It doesn't matter if it gets used or not. I find it interesting how they keep bringing back the Mega Man ones, because they've brought back a couple of them now. It makes me wonder why they weren't just in the game in the first place, but, whatever. Cuphead. Yeah. The Cuphead thing is, so not on my radar right now when it really should be. That's really awesome. That's legitimately really awesome. But it's, not on my mind. I'm just Fighters Pass 2, Fighters Pass 2, Fighters Pass 2. That's, the only thing on my mind right now. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now the website's updated. Yeah, here we go. Version 7.0 coming out on January 29th. They said 28th in the video. So it is a birthday gift. Thanks, Sakurai. Okay, so let me go to the DLC. Okay, wait. There's a stage there. There's a stage there now. There's a stage there. Yes, the stage is now there on the website as well. It's taking its time to load. Yeah. Well, what the heck is it called? Yeah, Garreg Mach Monastery. That's gonna take me a while to get that
Garreg
down.
Mach Monastery.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. If I go to DLC, yep. Yeah. Piranha Plant, Joker, Hero, Banjo, Tarian, Byleth, and it says starts rolling out. Okay, it says starts rolling out on January 28th, but it says 7.0 is coming out on the 29th. And what, like, I'm so confused as to what that's supposed to mean. Okay, let me see. Do they have anything for the second pass yet? They do not yet. They haven't updated the Fighters Pass section yet because Byleth isn't, like, you know, like the thing where it's like, here's the 5 characters, right? Well, Byleth is not on there yet. It still says Challenger Pack 5. So they haven't updated this part of the website yet. But I'm sure when they will, they'll, of course, have Byleth there, and then they'll have a pre-order button for Volume 2. I mean, I said they would call it either Fighters Pass 2 or Fighters Pass Season 2. I didn't think about volume. Not that it matters. It doesn't matter what they call the pass. All it matters is that it exists. But
Yep.
okay. So I'm just like refreshing here until something gets updated here. Let me go back to the main page. Let me see if just the regular. Wait. Oh, wait a second. We didn't see where he is in the mural. They didn't show that. I'm wait, because you know how like on the website it slowly scrolls. Now I'm like waiting to see him, because obviously he's got to be on there.
I'll go on the website too and see if I can.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where the heck he is in here. Assassin's Creed MiFi. Why didn't they use the Assassin's Creed logo? That's what I want to know. Why didn't they use that logo? He's like, okay, at first you could make you could just say, oh, he's basically Assassin's Creed, but not officially. But then they show the Rabbids thing. That's also Ubisoft. Therefore, that must be Assassin's Creed. With 6 characters. Wish they would have showed one of them, but wish they would have showed one. But what can you do? What can you do? Okay, I'm like not paying. Okay, I need to actually pay attention to the website. I still don't see him.
Yes.
Have they actually not updated this yet?
I wouldn't blame them.
I mean, it's weird because every time they announce a character, even before they come out, they get put on the mural.
I saw something, but then I saw it was Simon's whip.
I think you're talking about Lucina. That's why I first saw it at first. I thought that was maybe it. But...
No, I see Simon. Like, I'm on where Simon, Banjo, Sonic, Good Trainer are.
Okay. I'm just now reaching the point where I see, like, Joker, Terry, and Hero, and they're all, like, together. Maybe they really haven't updated the mural yet. Let's see if the wiki's got...
We'll see.
Does the wiki have a page yet? I'm, like, refreshing here. No, Byleth does not have a page yet.
I still like the way Piranha Plant's watering a Pikmin.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's looped all the way to the end by this point. I don't think Byleth is in there yet.
Yeah, I'm starting to not see it. And
I don't, yeah.
It looks like we're going back to where Mario is.
Okay, see, okay, see, I'm pretty sure Byleth is not in there. Pretty sure. At the same time, you think they would have showed it, right? Like, in the video, like, if it was there. But at the same time, they didn't do that for Terry. They did it on Twitter. And by on Twitter, I mean the Japanese Twitter. But they didn't do that in the reveal at all. They didn't even do it when they did his, like, presentation in November. They just, like, basically put out the little Japanese video and then just threw it on the website. They didn't put it in the reveal at all. Except it was on the website and it was on Twitter. This time, it's literally not anywhere. The website is updated, kinda. It has Byleth on it, but the Fighters Pass Volume 2 isn't there. And Byleth is not on the art yet. Unless I'm just blind. Let me see. I'm gonna like double check. Where is the section for? Let's see, DLC. Still says Challenger Pack 5.
Yeah, that updated. I Violet anywhere wrong.
It's so strange. Like, why would they update like the front page of the website, but not anything else? Basically, well, okay. Well, if you go to the characters in the stages section, they're there. But there's no mural, and they're not in the Fighters Pass. The Fighters Pass like thingy where they have the 5 slots isn't updated, and they don't have the second one. So yay. My guess is they'll probably be updated by the end of the day. Because it'd be one thing if they just didn't update the website at all, but they updated it. Kinda. So that makes me think that it's just not all there yet. And everything will be there by the end of the day, and you'll be able to get the Fighter Pass 2. Let me go to the just the regular Nintendo website. Just let me see if they say anything. Because I'm sure they do. If they don't now, they will at some point. They get a fresh start. What? Oh, never mind. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, no, there's nothing about Smash in here. So that's definitely not updated. And they all put stuff in there for the... Okay, hold on a second. Byleth... Wait, does Byleth actually have a thing? Okay, what the heck is this? Okay. So I see someone's trying to be a troll here. So, on the wiki right now, Byleth just has a page, but it's like that weird 3D version of Steve with like... but it's like gray? Like, what? Someone's trying to troll right here. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now it's fixed. Now it actually has the thing on it. He is the only representative for Nintendo. Yeah, right now it just has like a basic description and like its release date, and then like the male artwork, like just for the male character. I'm sure if I just keep refreshing this, it'll be continuously updated. Are you still there, by the way?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not talking in the dead air.
I'm
Okay,
just looking.
Okay, I see like
I'm
most
just
of
looking at the website, and I'm just looking at how we do have Fire Emblem characters.
Okay, so yeah, his wiki page is being slowly updated. The more I refresh it, the more information I see. Yeah, it's his main weapon is the Sword of Creator. He can also use other weapons, and that's all it has so far. I'll look at that post in a second because I have a guess what it's probably gonna be. It's gonna basically translate to like not something. Okay. Yeah, the panoramic artwork on the Smash Wiki also wasn't updated either. But Byleth is in the newcomers section on the wiki. Let's see. DLC. They have volume 2. So we got the logo? Oh, we don't have the logo yet. I'm sure the logo will be put on here. Well, we don't have a clean version of the logo yet. All we just have is the thing from the video. That's it. Once they actually put it on the website, then they'll put it on the wiki. So yeah, Byleth doesn't have, because again, the website's not fully updated, so we don't have Byleth. Actually, wait, hold on. We might have the icon. Because Terry had his icon on the wiki, like, way before he came out. If I go to Byleth, okay, now, if I display it by series, Hold on, I might be able to see the icon. Fire Emblem, Fire Emblem, Fire Emblem. He does have an icon. He does have an icon. He does have an icon on the website. So I'm sure someone will throw that in over here. So let me count. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, there's 8. So how does that compare to? Okay, Pokemon has 8.
Mario is 9.
Okay, so Mario is still on top with Pokemon and Fire Emblem tied. And then after,
Unless you want to count Pokemon Trainer as 3 characters.
oh yeah, that's right. Well, I'm not sure.
Honestly, I feel like Pokemon Trainer should count as 1.
Yeah,
because he counted as 1 in Brawl.
I'm gonna count him as 1 character.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna count him as 1 character. So yeah, then Zelda would be second. Not second, I'm 4th. And then there's like a couple others, and then the rest are just like one-offs, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, after Zelda, it would be Metroid, then Donkey Kong. Well, Donkey Kong is tied with Kirby and Star Fox and Kid Icarus, and then everything from there is just like 2 or 1s.
Yeah.
And of course, most of the DLC is 1s, with the exception of Piranha Plant and Byleth, for obvious reasons. So does Byleth have like the fancy looking page yet? Probably, and if it's listed right here, let me see. Okay, yeah, Byleth's got the fancy looking page with the screenshots and the trailer right there and all that.
And you can scroll through her
Yeah.
alternate costume.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so yeah.
And then on the very first one, you can see the alternate costumes of the 3 houses.
Yes. So, and then we have that one. And then, okay. So we got the renders for that. And then we obviously got these screenshots. That one's on Bayonetta's stage. That one's on the 3 houses stage. 3 houses, 3 houses. Pirate ship, 3 houses. And then that's the trailer. Okay. Other fighters from this series. This is a downloadable fighter. No, really? No, really? I thought this was a base character that was locked away and you could never access it until now. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, Byleth's page on the wiki still hasn't updated anymore. You know, if I knew how to do this, I would update the icon on this page myself. Because I have a Smash Wiki account, and I've done edits in the past. Not many, but I've done a couple edits here and there when people are just blind and forget things. Let me figure out, how do I update that? I'll update that because I just downloaded the icon. Let's see. Edit this page. Give me the graphical user interface, not this command line nonsense. I don't know why that's the default view. How are you supposed to do anything with that? Let's see. Show preview. How do I bring up the... I don't remember how I do this. I feel like an idiot right now. Reference, maybe? No. Okay, you know, whatever. If I can't figure it out, then so be it. I'm trying to figure out how to update that icon. Let me go to the page I edited before. And let me see if the options are the same. They probably are, and I'm just not... I don't know what I'm doing. December 31st, 2021. That is earlier than it would have otherwise been, I think. Actually, no, my prediction was, it would be like February 2021 following Smash 4 and this first round. But the reason why I find that very interesting is it's going to be more spread out, right? They got to spread 6 characters across 2 years? Unless...
I guess.
So obviously we get Byleth this year, and then we're going to get like 3 more probably. And then we get another 3 next year. And then maybe we'll get even more DLC after that. Who knows? I'm just gonna woohoo! Or nerd, or we didn't see anything. That's probably gonna be his response. Yeah, it makes me really wonder how this is gonna work. I can't type this person's name. Oh man. Let's see. Or did it? Wait. Did I do it right? It still hasn't updated yet. I doubt that that's just a... Okay, I'm gonna have to wait for that to show up, that's for sure. That's not gonna be showing up anytime soon. The website, I guarantee you, is not gonna be updated until I like wake up. Because of course, once I'm all done with this, I'm gonna go to bed because it's like 7 a.m. and I stayed up all night. And that's why I don't have a problem with Byleth not being out right now. Because like last time when Terry came out immediately, because normally it's like, oh, he's coming out today, and then we have to wait till like 5 p.m. or whatever. But no, he was out then. He was out just right then and there, and that was cool. But at the same time, it was like, I want to sleep. So I don't have any problem with him not being out even today. Just like I can survive till the 28th or the 29th, depending on what it is, because Nintendo can't decide which one it is. So 1, 2, 3. So we got 5 this year. So then 4 this year. What did I say? 5 this year? 5 last year. 4 this year. 3 next year. Is at least what it's looking like to me. And of course, they could totally announce Fighters Pass Volume 3 at like E3 2021 or whatever, or like in the April 2021 Direct, or or whatever, right? Because I still think that there's a decent chance they're I mean, I'm gonna pull back on saying that it's a guarantee, just because we're getting 6. that and
Yeah.
just the way he talked about it made it feel like if that might be it. Like Fighters Pass Volume 2 is it, which hey, that's still 6 more characters. But you know, right? Like I just get that feeling that that's going to be it. After that pass is done, that's going to be it. And hey, we will have gotten 12 DLC characters, right? Total, I think. Yeah, that will have still been awesome. So, I guess in the end it won't really matter, but because 6 characters is still 6 characters. But
Yep.
I'm definitely very curious about that time placement. Now, of course, Smash isn't the only game out there, right? Because of course, what's going to be taking up our time at the end of this year, most likely, if everything goes according to plan? Yeah, a little game that's kind of the most anticipated Switch game. I can safely say that, and I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with me. I think it's pretty obvious it's the most anticipated Switch game, and it
Yeah.
is most likely going to release at the end of this year. Worst case scenario gets pushed to like March 2021. I don't think they'll delay it all the way to November, like 2021. I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't see why they would. Especially when, you know, it's building off of an existing engine and all that stuff. Like, there's no way it's going to get... I mean, the rumors have suggested it's going to be 20... Like, they are targeting late 2020. That's their target. I think they... And I think... And there's another thing, too. And that's, of course, the Switch Pro, right? Which is also rumored to be coming out this year. They are totally gonna like do cross promotion with that. I'm sure I've talked about all this before, but you know they're gonna totally be like play the latest newest Zelda epic, plays best on Nintendo Switch Pro or whatever. Right? Like, they're totally gonna do that, right? They're totally gonna have that synergy going. They're gonna like cross promote the heck out of that.
Yep.
And of course, both Breath of the Wild 2 and the Switch Pro is also basically their buffer against, the fact that there's a new generation starting at the end of the year. So
Yep.
Nintendo's gonna need, they're gonna need their sword and shield. Get it? But they're gonna need their defense against the new generation, at least for like the because obviously that's gonna take away sales. They just will just because it's a new generation. People are gonna want to buy the new consoles. But getting Breath of the Wild 2 out, that's gonna be a great defense against the holiday season for them. That's for sure. Assuming that again it all goes according to plan. But even if it does get delayed, I don't think it'll be delayed that long. So obviously we'll have Breath of the Wild 2, and I think it's pretty obvious they're going to do DLC for that as well, because why wouldn't they? Like, come on. They did it for the first game, they're going to do it for the second game. Whether it's going to be more stuff than we got last time or whatever is debatable, but we are going to get DLC for Breath of the Wild 2, and that's obviously going to be another piece of additional content we're going to be getting. And of course, for this year, there's of course still the Sword and Shield expansions, and there's Animal Crossing and other stuff we don't know about yet. So it's like, in the end, them having 3 characters for 2021 probably won't be the end of the world. I mean, them only having 4 characters this year doesn't really matter, because again, we're getting 4. That's still fine. And again, there's going to be all that other stuff, so it's like no big deal. Although, the main thing that has me curious is how they're going to do, when are they going to announce it? Like when are they going to announce the timing and all that stuff? Because I mean, obviously they're going to reveal the next Challenger 6 in the next Direct. Obviously. But then after that, it'll probably be another gap until E3. And at E3, are we going to get 7 and 8? Like we got 2 and 3 this time? Or because they're trying to spread it out more, are we only going to get 1 at E3? Who knows? That's all for the future. That's all stuff we will find out eventually. And they still haven't updated the icon yet. I don't get it. Why is the page updated at least? Okay, so now we got both the male and the female skins. We got the move set listed, but we don't have the stage or the ults. That's definitely gonna take a while. 75. Oh yeah, so that means we're gonna be at what? So, okay, if we're counting Pokemon Trainer as one character, and I'm pretty sure Nintendo classifies him as one character. Let me check. I think they even specifically point out that, hey, we count Pokemon Trainer as one character. I think they even say that somewhere on here. So I want to know, like, what's the number we're going to be at, assuming that Volume 2 is it. I want to know what the final number is going to be. Let's see. So wait, they do count Pokemon Trainer as three separate things. Okay, so yeah, so Nintendo classifies Pokemon Trainer as 3 separate numbers on their number thing. So, okay, so 75 for Byleth, so that means 76, 7, 8, 9, 10... 81 characters. We'll be at 81. Assuming that that's it, that we'll be at 81. I'm pretty sure we'll be at 81. And what was the starting lineup? 69. 69. Well, hey, the starting lineup was 69. That's Incineroar was the last one. He's number 69. So 69 to 81. 12 characters. That's pretty good. Now, of course, another thing that's, of course, is the fact that, at least on paper, right, Nintendo has opened themselves to first-party characters now. Up until this point, it's been, with the exception of Piranha Plant, but he was, his own thing, so he didn't really count. So now that Byleth is in the game, that means first-party characters are on the table. I still think most of them will be third-party. Most of them were third-party this time. Like I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 5 third-party and then like 1 first-party. I don't know who that first-party character would be, but like 1 first-party. But I think most of the characters will still be third-party. Also, like, what else would they even do for a first-party character? Because it's not going to be Rex, because he has a Mii costume. It's not going to be Springman, because he's assist trophy. So... Well, here's the thing about Geno, is I don't classify him as a first-party character. And the reason...
Yeah, he's more third-party.
Because here's the thing, everyone treats him like a third-party character, even though he's technically a Mario character. He is technically a Mario character, but legally speaking, he's third-party, because, he's owned by Square. And he would be treated as a third-party, basically.
Yeah.
Like, we wouldn't count him as first-party, that'd be third-party, even if he's a Mario character. Now, maybe that's how they'll do it. Oh... Dude, that would be our quote-unquote first-party character, but but again, like no one's gonna actually count him as a first-party character anyway. So
then, what would you classify Waluigi as?
Well, Waluigi's
party or third party?
Well, Waluigi's obviously first-party. There's
no him being created by different.
What?
Just by him being created by...
Your voice is cutting out.
Just by him being created by a different company.
Oh yeah, he was created by Camelot, right? I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for Mario Tennis. As a partner for... Mm-hmm. That's the whole story. He literally just exists. He only exists because they needed someone else for Wario and Mario Tennis. But, I mean... Come on, he's first party. If we wanted to be absolutely technical and say that only Nintendo characters created by Nintendo count, then that means Pokemon doesn't count. That means Fire Emblem doesn't count. And what else is there? Oh yeah, Kirby doesn't count. You're right. If we're going under that logic, then none of them count because they're not created by Nintendo proper. But they're all Nintendo characters and they're Nintendo IPs, even if they're not made by Nintendo. But yeah, I really don't know. I mean, the obvious first-party character that wasn't Rex or Pyra was Byleth. Or just a Three Houses character in general, and they did that now. So, that doesn't really leave them with much. Unless they want to do the Chorus Kids finally, or something like that. But in terms of, like, you know, quote-unquote obvious first-party picks, there's not really any at this point outside of Waluigi, but, you know... Outside of that, like, yeah, they could do Chorus Kids, and that would also line up with the whole, like, hey, new like, even if it's not third party, it's a new IP that's not been in Smash before, right? Rhythm Heaven is one of the few Nintendo IPs that's not represented in Smash in any form. I don't even think there's an assist trophy or anything. I'm pretty sure there were trophies for the characters in Smash Wii U, but, like, nothing, like, that really means anything, right? No assist trophy. No spirit. Is there spirit? Actually, is there Rhythm Heaven spirits? I don't know if there is. there probably is. But then again, I feel like I would have heard about it. And people would have been all like, hey, wait, there's Rhythm Heaven spirits, therefore they're not going to do Chorus Kids because of the whole, like, supposedly spirits deconfirmed thing.
Mm.
Still not there. It's not gonna be there. I don't know why I keep checking. I know it's not gonna be there. I know the website's not gonna update until I, like, wake up, and even then it might still not be updated. I just keep thinking it's gonna be there. Let's see. Actually, okay, no, the stage does not have a thing yet. Now, up to this point, another thing I've said is I don't think that Nintendo has any real say over, like, who gets picked. Because, you know, that whole thing when the Fighters Pass was first announced and Sakurai said that, oh, Nintendo is the one that picks them or whatever. But the way he said it made it sound like Nintendo just gave him a list, right? Like, basically Nintendo put out, like, 50 characters and they're like, okay, you can pick anyone you want from these 50 characters. That's how it sounded like to me, rather than Nintendo saying, okay, we're gonna do this, and do you think it's a good idea? And then he says yes or whatever. It sounded to me like they gave him basically a list. They basically just said you could only pick from these characters. That's what it seemed like to me. But at the same time, I don't know... Well, then again, we got Corrin last time. But Corrin was put in for a reason. Like, Corrin had a reason. We knew from the get-go. He even said that Corrin existed to promote Fire Emblem Fates. But Three Houses is already out. So this isn't a promotional character. So I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to think. Maybe I'm trying to overthink this. Okay, what the heck is this image? Okay, that's probably a meme right there. Apparently, okay, I'm just looking at a picture that I saw. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 23. Oh, right. It says 23 because the wiki already updated it to, like, the total number, like what it would be otherwise, like if everything was out. 23. So we went from what, 17 to 23. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that would be 6 characters. house. And I keep letting my phone fall down. It's happened like 5 times. Okay, let's see what the picture is. Oh, oh that's what the picture was that. There's like apparently some part in the thing where like Sakurai like kinda halfway flipped people off. Like he had the finger, but then he also had his thumb or something. I don't know. Like my brother sent me those pictures. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the meme of that video is gonna be. I don't really know. It's just gonna be like a wait and see thing. So far, all of them have had some kind of meme. I mean, I guess that finger thing could be a meme, but I'm talking about, like, you know, the main one that you see everywhere, right? You know, it was the whole no, this isn't how you're supposed to play the game with Banjo. What, I think that was Banjo, right? I think that was Banjo. I don't know. I think that was the Banjo one. And then yeah, it was the whole like for good boys and girls for the Terry one. So I don't know what it's gonna be for this one. There's gotta be something. I know there's going to. But I have no idea what it's gonna be. This page is updating too slowly. Oh yeah, I guess this is something I haven't really thought of, but the character design doesn't look like it's changed at all. Because for Corrin, they like, quote unquote, like, that is technically what they technically censored her, like by like covering up her thigh or something like that. In the original games, it's like shown, but in Smash, it's like covered up because of the whole E10 rating or whatever. So I was kind of wondering, I wonder if they do that again. But as far as I can tell, nothing has changed at least from what I know. Not that it really matters. If there was a change, it'd be incredibly minor anyway. Like I didn't care that Corrin was slightly changed. Like it didn't make a difference. You still there? Hello? 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 Oh, I think the thing glitched out.
No, probably.
When was the last time you heard me?
I'm not
What?
sure.
Your thing cut
I'm
out?
not
Oh, you're not sure.
Yeah.
Okay, because I think Discord did that thing again where like it won't show it, but like the mic gets cut, but it doesn't show it. It's on the thing. It says that the mic is still going, but it's not. I think that happened again.
Yeah, it's been cutting out not recent.
Yeah, that was happening the other day when I was playing something with Jordan. So. You know what's weird? They have the whole like version 7.0 thing, but when you click on it, it doesn't. It just there's nothing there. It takes you to the Smash blog, but there's nothing there. It's like so weird. It's probably again due to the whole like not everything is uploaded. All that. Oh, I think I know why we've had connection issues. It says we have one bar right now.
Oh,
That explains that, basically.
for some reason for me it shows 3 bars.
Okay, now it's 3 bars. Okay, so I'm on, like, the stages screen, and you can click on what the last stage is, and it'll give you the name, but it's just a question mark. There's no screenshot there. And I'm pretty sure that's not the website still loading. I think they actually just didn't put a screenshot there yet. Which is weird. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Try completely exiting the window and going back. It probably won't make any difference. But I'm gonna try anyway. No. It's been an hour already?
Yeah.
Huh. I haven't really been paying attention.
It's 7:30.
7:30. You see, the question mark is still there. I'm gonna go to the Japanese page. It probably is exactly the same, but I'm gonna try anyway. It's probably literally the exact same thing. All the stuff that is missing is probably still missing. I don't see why it would be any different. Okay. If I click on the version 7.0 thing, it'll actually show me something. It has like the trailers and like the artwork, basically. It doesn't really say them, at least from what I can tell, because of course it's Japanese, so I can't really tell. The picture is still missing for the stage. And is the DLC section any different? Oh, this looks different. Oh! Oh!
What's up?
They completely changed the page for the Japanese one.
What?
Or, I mean, granted, maybe it was already like this, but... So on the Japanese page, they have Fighters Pass Volume 2.
Mm-hmm.
And they have, 6 through 11. They show the Breath of the Wild thing. Okay. It says that the Breath of the Wild thing is coming out on the 29th. So that basically confirms that this pass is going to be released on that day. This is like so strange to me. Is this how it's going to look like for the Western website as well once it's updated? Why is it on the Japanese one but not the American one? That's so strange to me. Also, like like, you know how the first Fighter Pass has that black background with like the gold logo?
Mm-hmm.
Well, on the Japanese website, it's like the opposite, where like for Fighters Pass 2, it's a gold background with a black font for like the logo. And then it says Fighters Pass Volume 2, and the Volume 2 part is in like red. It says 300 yen. What does that translate to in US dollars? 27.25 US dollars. So that's not 25 or 30. But of course, that's just the translation or like the conversion. It's probably going to actually be 30 though.
Yeah.
Because why wouldn't it? This looks really clean though. This Japanese page for the DLC. Too bad I can't read it. But it looks cool. It looks cool. Okay, so let me go ahead. Okay, I'm gonna try all the different versions of the website. Like the Australian version, the UK version, just to see if any of them actually have something. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that the Japanese page actually has the DLC stuff. Because of course it does, even though the days of Japan getting everything first is mostly behind us.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, the version 7.0 thing is there on the UK one. Like if you click on it. It doesn't say much, it just says 7.0 will come out on this day, and it has that like little montage of everything that's gonna be in it that they've done for like all the major updates. You must own the European version to access this content. No, duh. About DLC. Let's see. Is it the same? Or is it different? Or whatever. Okay, so so the one that's on the I forgot. I actually looked at this way earlier when I was making that latest video. When I needed to get like the screenshot for something. Oh yeah, so that's complete. So the point is, the European one doesn't have it. Is the main point. Okay, to Australia. Because if it's not on the UK website, it's not going to be on any of the other European websites. So there's no point in checking those. Okay, how to buy. Okay, this is basically, is this the same? Okay, so the Australian thing is the same as the US one. Like, it's the same thing, basically, from what I can tell. So, I assume that basically means the only place that has anything right now is just the Japanese one. Or does the Korean one have it? I might as well look. Even if there's no real point, I might as well look. Product information purchase. That's just gonna take me to the general website. No, I just want to see... characters, DLC, or is this going to take me to a different page again? And the Korean page is not loading.
Rip.
That's glorious. Let's try that again. Somehow I'm not surprised that's not loading. 2012. Oh yeah, for not that this means literally anything, because of course these are all placeholder dates. But for the 6 through 11, all of them say 2021 something. Not the again. Oh, hold on. So wait. Let me try translating that. Here we go. Now I can actually kind of read it. Suggested retail price. Yeah, one fighter or stage. Yeah. So yeah, it says delivered by 2021 for all of them, and then launch date for the costume. Yeah, January 29th. Delivered sequentially by 2021. Then of course is okay, so for context, in Japan, the first Fighter's Pass was 25,000 yen, or 2,500 yen, I should say. So that again makes me think that, okay, 25 in Japan, 25 here, therefore 30 in Japan, 30 here. That makes sense to me. Okay, so Korea has the same looking page as Japan, but it's not updated with the Fighter's Pass 2 yet. Unless I'm just not looking correctly. Wait, hold on. No. Yeah, it's not on here. But if it's on the Japanese page, I'm sure it'll be on all the others soon enough. I'm gonna go ahead and for the last time until I test like way later, just see. I'm gonna look on the eShop and see if literally anything is different. It probably isn't. It's probably exactly the same, but I'm gonna look anyway. Yep, the Challenger 5 section is still blank. And of course, none of the other stuff is there. So yeah, eShop is not going to have it until later. That's for sure. Well, actually, let me rewind just a tiny second, because hey, if it's on the Japanese page, maybe it's on the Japanese eShop. Probably.
Oh, you're good. Are you really gonna check the Japanese eShop or something like that?
I already have a Japanese account on here for from when I first got the Switch. Let's see. It probably still isn't on here, because I don't see why they would release it on the eShop in Japan first. But let me see. Yeah, Fighter 5 is still blank on the Japanese Fighter Pass, which probably means that the second one isn't even on here yet. And it is not. Okay. Well, I tried. So it's not on the US one, it's not on the Japanese one, so it's probably not on any of the others either. The only place officially that has any mention of this at all is the Japanese DLC page. That's the only one that has it. None of the other ones do. Let me go and see if the Byleth page has been updated anymore. If it would actually load. Okay, so yeah, there is a bit more stuff, but again, not everything. Is the only character whose alternate costume has a different idle stance animation? I didn't remember that.
What?
Apparently, at least I'm assuming like the three like leaders. It says there's a different idle stance animation. Or maybe it's talking about the male and the female ones. It could be that too. It doesn't say, it just says that there's a different idle animation. Byleth is the only character whose alternate costume is displayed alongside his default costume on the Ultimate website. Actually, yeah, that's true. Normally they just have like the main one. Like for in the case of Robin or Wii Fit or Corrin, they just have like the quote main one. But for Byleth they have both of them on the thing, which is kind of interesting. Byleth is of course the whole like, oh yeah, it's the second first party character and whatnot. Let go on here. You know what's really funny?
Huh.
I know I probably have said this 5 times already, but the fact that Cuphead has completely flown over my radar. When Sans happened, it was like the thing. People forgot about Banjo. People forgot about Terry. It was all about Sans. And I get it, Sans is bigger than Cuphead, but still, it's like Cuphead is the last thing on my mind right now.
Yeah.
It's weird and it's cool. That's the thing, is it's really cool. But it's so strange. It's such a troll. You know what's funny? In a way, the Game Awards dodged a bullet.
Dodged a bullet? How?
Okay. So they put out like on Instagram, hey, Byleth is the next character. What do you think? Right? I'm not even gonna bother looking at the comments because we all know what it's gonna be. But
another Fire Emblem character. Why?
That's gonna be the vast majority of them. But what I find interesting is like, imagine if they revealed that at the Game Awards. I feel like that would have gone over even worse.
Yeah.
Like, which is why I'm saying, well, even though obviously it still would have been cool if it was there, even if it was Byleth, because having something at the Game Awards is awesome, regardless of what it actually is. They dodged a bullet. People already had enough complaints with this year's last year's Game Awards. Just having this be the reveal would have been like the cherry on top of the cake, or whatever you want to call it. So ultimately, yeah, they dodged the bullet. I would say, like, you know, they already had enough problems as it is. They didn't need Violet to come in and make it worse. Well, the glorious thing, at least, is I'm not going to see the vast majority of what is probably an insanely big firestorm right now because I don't use Twitter anymore. So I'm not going to see everyone flipping their lids about, oh, but the Fire Emblem character. So that's one good thing. Yeah, I keep seeing more of like the like Sakurai flipping people off thing.
I don't know if you heard me during the stream, but one thing I saw in the chat was someone saying no more Fire Emblem.
I still definitely think that they even though obviously I'm really happy that we got Fighters Pass 2 officially confirmed, and that's awesome. I still feel like we should have. Okay, even if we didn't. Well, okay. Well, then again, how do you tease a character without just showing the trailer?
I don't.
Like, that's the thing, is I'm like, oh, can we get a tease? Can we get a tease, right? I keep saying that, but like, how? Like, but like, what does that mean? Like, how do you tease a character and not just show it or make it super obvious? Because they can't just do the Joker thing where they, well, and by the Joker thing I mean like after like he was revealed and we got like that like little like thing of, hey, look, here's like Joker's model on a black background, right? They can't do that obviously because then that obviously reveals it. So I guess Fighters Pass 2 confirmation was the best thing that we could have hoped for. If they weren't just going to give us another trailer. Which I knew they were not going to do when they said that he would not be coming out today. If he came out today, they could have probably done it. I'm not saying they would have, but they could have done it. But the fact that he's not coming out today, it wouldn't have made sense from their perspective. Because it's like, hey, we already got this upcoming piece of content. Why show another when we can just wait a couple weeks till we do our direct or whatever, and you'll get it then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think we're gonna get a direct this month, which I'm honestly okay with. But that also means that February is most likely the next target, and of course, in February we'll get 6, and I'm hoping, I'm sure it will be, but I'm definitely hoping that they start it out with a bang. Because they started the first one with a bang as well, with Joker. So, you know, I don't know, like, Sora or Gino or whoever, right? You know, like, you know, any of any of those guys, right? They need to be the ones that start off the pass. You know, not another first party character. I mean, they're not going to start the next pass with another first party character anyway, but even if it was a character people wanted, but like, yeah. You know, it's actually I know I've said, I'm repeating myself a lot here, but like, you know, it's kind of funny. Is was it? But no. It was I don't know. I was thinking to myself, I like, you know, the whole joke about like, oh, they're gonna put like Jonesy from Fortnite. Like, what if they did that? And you know what? Here's the funny thing. Honestly, I'd be on board with that for one reason. Because it would be legendary to see everyone flip out.
I'd be one of those people who would flip out.
Like, I mean, obviously, that's never... Like, if we get... Okay, at this point, we're not getting any of that stuff. But even if we did, we'd get, like, a Mii costume. And I don't think people would lose their minds if we got a Mii costume. I wouldn't. I wouldn't have a problem with a Mii costume. But it's just a Mii costume, right? It's not hurting anything. But like, that would be really funny because it would be so funny to see everyone just flip out. That'd be one of those characters that if they got in, I wouldn't even mind because it'd just be legendary to watch everyone lose their minds. So people will legitimately die if that happened, and it would be so funny. But another thing is, it's like, oh, but whereas like, you know, but Byleth doesn't really have that, because Byleth wouldn't be a like everyone dies. It would just be a another Fire Emblem character, and that would basically be it, right? It wouldn't be this big animosity or big surprise. It would just kind of be like, oh, we got another Fire Emblem character, which is why it's kind of like, I mean, I think that because I'm probably going to look at some of the reactions, I'm willing to bet most of them won't be that bad. Because I just don't think they will. Most of them. I should emphasize most of them. Like, at least from the guys that I would normally watch. They'll probably mostly be fine. I can't imagine anyone's going to be really pissed or anything. But yeah, I'm tempted. I'm very tempted to go on Twitter just for a brief moment just to see the meltdown, but I'm not going to. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to have that ruin everything for me. One of the reasons why I've stayed off of Twitter is that Twitter is great at ruining things for me. So it's like, I'm not even gonna bother. It's like, yeah, just not worth it. It is not worth it. I'm okay. I'm gonna check the website one more time, and then I'm just gonna be done with that. Just one more time. Just one more time. If it's not there, then I'll just check when I wake up at like 6 or whenever I'm gonna end up waking up.
You're just turning nocturnal, aren't you?
What?
You're just turning nocturnal, aren't you?
Okay, I'm pretty sure everything is still the same. Okay, so that's definitely gonna be something we're gonna have to wait on. But at the very least, there's some stuff on there, and at least there's the Fighters Pass thing in Japan. It's not even on the Korean one, which is the exact same layout for some reason. Delivery. There's also an individual set. Each additional content will be available. Delivery date, yeah, like what we would all expect. Because here's another thing. My idea was they could totally do a first-party character as its own individual thing. Like as a quote-unquote, well, not a bonus at that point, but like, you know, just as its own individual, has nothing to do with any kind of past, just its own individual thing, and maybe not even get a stage, just like a character, and that's it, like Piranha Plant. That's at least the way I was thinking of it. And then, because again, under the whole idea of everything is still going to be, you know, third party. And again, I still think most of the DLC will be third party. I don't think this necessarily completely changes that. Because this was one of the few characters that they could have done anyway. That was first party. Everything else is third party, and that's what it's going to be. The next character is going to be third party, the one after that's going to be third party, and the one after that's going to be third party. I feel like the first party character will be one of the last ones. And also, remember, that will be at, like, you know, well, actually, no, because he said that the characters are already decided, right?
Yeah.
So I was going to say, well, maybe they'll do, again, if we're going with the whole idea of there's got to be a tie-in, then, like, I don't know, some future game Nintendo makes that comes out in 2021 or something, but, I mean, of course, Sakurai would already know what that game is and what that character would be, but...
Yeah.
You know, I'm probably getting my hopes up here, but if they're gonna do this whole rollout thing, well, I already know like some timing placements. Like for example, Master Chief. I got a legendarily good idea. Release him like around the time of Halo Infinite. That sounds pretty obvious, but like actually do that. It just makes sense. I'm not saying it has to be a direct tie-in, but like just release it like the month or two before the game comes out. I don't know. I think that'd be a good idea. That's kind of what they did with Hero, right? He came out like 2 months before his game came out on the Switch.
Yeah.
And they obviously made it very clear that, hey, he's from this game. Go buy this game, right? Like, even though I still don't think Hero was added just to promote the game, I think that was a benefit, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that was Sakurai killing two birds with one stone. It gave Nintendo something they could use for promotion. They gave him a, quote, promotional character, but it also, you know, the whole, like, Dragon Quest is huge in Japan thing, right?
Yeah.
So the fans in Japan got their thing, and Nintendo got a promotional thing they could work with. So I see it as, like, killing two birds with one stone. But it wasn't like Corrin, where it was literally just added for promotional purposes. And I don't think that's the case with Byleth, because the game is already out. So what's there to promote? There is nothing to promote. They just added Byleth because they wanted to add Byleth.
Yeah.
There's no underlying thing, I feel like. But I think it would have made far more sense if they released... Because obviously, they do these characters in a certain order, right? Like, they're not all done, and then they just pick the release dates. They do them one at a time, more or less. Or they do two at a time, or whatever. So, I find it weird that they decide to have Byleth be the last one.
Yeah.
Like, if you're asking me what the order they should have done was, well... Yeah, Joker being the first one, that went over really well, so keep that. Hero and then have then have Byleth be the E3 character, like alongside Banjo still, but like replace Hero with Byleth, because that would have been before Three Houses came out. Then have Hero come out in September, right before his game did, taking Banjo's slot. And then I guess
Terry be the last one,
which I know people probably still wouldn't like, but people would like that more than, you know, another Fire Emblem character in terms of being the last one, right? Quote unquote. But it's not the last one, and that's the whole reason why I feel like... That's why, okay, if Byleth was the actual last character, I would probably not like it as much. Even though I have never been opposed to the idea of having him in the game, and I don't have any problem with him being in the game right now. But again, they saved themselves by announcing already that there's gonna be more. That's why it's like, okay, we get Byleth now. Okay, cool, that's fine and all that, but there's still gonna be more. We can still get Sora, we can still get Master Chief, we can still get, you know, whoever, right? We can still get all those characters. It's still, you know, that's still gonna happen. Just this placement, that's the main thing. I'm not surprised that Byleth is DLC. I'm surprised that Byleth is the last one. That's just the thing that throws me off. Like, why the last one? Like, because at first you think that, oh, they're gonna do what they did with Smash 4, where, oh, they're the last, you know, character, quote unquote. But of course, for this game, it's not the last character. But, you know, the quote last character for the past or whatever, right? Oh, Fire Emblem character. And then they're gonna show another character that's gonna, like, make people not mind it. Like, basically the same thing happened with Hero, right? Where, like, they showed Hero, and then they showed Banjo, then everyone was cool with Hero because we got Banjo. They showed Terry, but then they announced there's gonna be more DLC, so people were cool with Terry, and then and of course, Sans happened, and then we get Byleth, and then nothing. We got the Cuphead thing, and that's awesome, but that's not the same. And we already knew there was gonna be more DLC, so them just saying that it's officially a pass, well, that's awesome, is not like gonna quote unquote, cover the blow that announcing Byleth, would have done. So it's just like, that's what I find really strange, is that they they're just asking for people to complain. Because okay, here's the thing, even if they weren't going to tell us the next character, they could have done, like, I don't know, announce Break the Targets, right? Or something like that. Just announce something that'll make people not really care. They didn't really do that. They just kind of were like, yep, here's Byleth. It's the last one. Comes out in like a week. And here's the next pass, by the way. We're not going to tell you what's in it, but here's the next pass. Okay, bye. Like, it just feels like... Then again, I'm sure that Nintendo and Sakurai knew that was going to happen. And it's not like they're not aware, because again, in the trailer they had the whole like, oh, you think you can win with just swords or something like that? Like, that felt like such a clear, like, the whole like everyone's just a sword character. That felt like such a jab. That was like Sakurai like telling us something or whatever. I don't know. That felt like that was something like a response, I guess was what I'm trying to say. That felt like a response. That was not a coincidence. I think that they did that on purpose. Because here's the thing. Because here's the other thing. Because like the whole, I mean, okay, no matter what the character was, people would have probably still been mad, or at least not been all that enthralled with another Fire Emblem character, but if they had a character that had a different weapon, I think people would have been, more cool with it. And they did technically do that. Yeah, his main thing, at least on paper, is the sword, but he has all the other stuff, which definitely does help.
Yeah.
And of course, the stage looks pretty nice, but I mean, all the stages look pretty nice, so I don't think anyone was worried about the stage. The stage was going to be cool no matter what.
Yep.
Cuphead. It's so weird how that's just completely thrown over my radar. I can't get over that. Like that's like the main. Like I know I keep talking about Byleth in the past, but like Cuphead though. Actually, that's the reaction I'm looking forward to seeing the most. Is seeing people flip out over Cuphead.
Yeah.
Because that's good. Because that was yeah. And no one was really expecting Cuphead to get in anyway. Like, no one expected Sans to get in. So no one's going to be mad that Cuphead isn't an actual character. Yeah, let me go. Okay. I'm going to go to the Cuphead Twitter account. Only the Cuphead one. Because I know that it's not going to be a minefield, right? What the heck are they called? I forget what the name of the studio is called, darn it. Let's see. Extreme DLC that hasn't even out yet. Studio MDHR. Here we go. Twitter account. May as well be with that finger. I keep saying funny thing. I need to stop saying that. So that makes me wonder if they're gonna actually continue to do, because after they did Sans and it actually was Sans basically, like it wasn't like a Mii hat. It was Sans, right? It was actually Sans, and it had the track. I was like, well, are they gonna do that again? Right? Are they gonna do that again? Well, they didn't do it with Terry, so that made me think, maybe they won't. But now they're doing it again, so maybe they're gonna do this a couple more times, where they're gonna add characters that you wouldn't otherwise expect, and they'll be like basically characters, but not really, with like the outfit, where it's basically like like they made like an actual model, right? They just put it over the Mii Gunner. That's basically what it is. You don't have a track. But yeah, they should definitely do more of those. That's definitely for sure.
Yeah.
Let me look at Sakurai's Twitter real quick. So yeah, the Japanese things got the... At least on Sakurai's replies, most of the replies are positive.
Yep. That's one good thing.
This statement is probably the best statement I've ever seen. Someone's like one unpopular character and suddenly it's the end of the world. Like he's saying that and like, you know, like really? Like just one character and all of a sudden it's the end of the world? Like, I think that people will warm up to it over time. In the same way people warmed up to Terry, right? I think people will definitely warm up. Without a doubt. And there's definitely people that are happy. And I'm not surprised that there's people that are happy, but it's definitely... But, Okay, so hold on. So wait, they did put Byleth in the render. On the Japanese Twitter account. Again, not in the actual presentation for some reason. I don't get it. But yeah, give it a couple days and I think people will have settled down. I wonder if that's also another reason why they decided to put it off. Is like, oh, let's let people calm down first before they play the character. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's probably a complete coincidence, but that's just kind of the way I see it. It's kind of like, okay, let's let people calm down because they know no matter how they present it, that it's not going to end well for them. So it's like, okay, let's just do it and get it out of the way, and everyone's gonna complain, but you know, get it out of the way now. So by the time the character's actually out, people actually not, you know, they'll be fine more or less.
So our call has gone longer than 2 hours.
Yes, it has. And I am surprisingly not that tired. I can't. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make one other prediction, I guess. This will probably be, and I don't think many people will disagree with me on this. No matter what your stance on the character is, this will be seen as like the low point of the game. You know what I mean? Like in terms of like just, you know, the hype or whatever. This is gonna be seen as the lowest. And I thought that the reaction to Terry being leaked was bad. I can only imagine what's going on Twitter right now. But I don't think it's ever going to be this quote-unquote low again. And people are going to not give a darn the second we get other characters anyway, right?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, like you know, when Terry was revealed, for example, I mean, I never really had any problem with him to begin with, but you know, I also wasn't like all that excited for him at first. But you know, once he came out and we got to play as him, now it's like, yeah, he's a part of the Smash family, right? And now it's like I can't like picture the game, and I can't picture the game without him. That same goes for all of the kids. You know, once they're in the game, it's like they're in the game, and I can't picture the game without them. It's gonna be no different here. Maybe not to the same extent because it's a first party character, and again, it's Fire Emblem, but still. Like, give it, you know, in a couple months, people won't mind. I think people have got. I mean, well, the second that they announce the next character, they won't mind. The second that the next character comes out or gets announced, and it's like one that people are really excited for, and I think it will be one of the big ones. I think the next one will be one of those big ones that people have been waiting for, and that'll make up for this in the eyes of those people at least.
Yep.
This is like so like okay. This is like I like having these conflicting feelings right now because on the one hand I don't have any problem with him being in the game, but but knowing that all of the backlash that is definitely out there, it kind of dampers my mood for the character. You know what I mean? It's hard to be excited for a character that everyone's complaining about, right?
Yep.
That's one of the reasons why I got off Twitter. It's just, I don't want to deal with that. But even if I'm not on there, I know it's there, right? Like, I know it's there. I know it's probably on YouTube. I know it's probably on Instagram. I know it's probably literally everywhere. Which is why, again, it's like I'm going to, like, pretty much just wait for everyone to calm down. However long that takes. Because what I do know is, even though there are definitely people out there that are excited for the character because they really like Three Houses, regardless of whether they wanted Byleth in the game or not, or they wanted one of the other lords or whatever. The amount of people that didn't want the character, I can almost assure you, outweighed the amount of people that wanted him. Like, I'm not going to give a percent, but I can definitely tell you that more people did not want him than wanted him.
Yeah, I can.
I think that's kind of an undisputable fact, even if you did want him.
I think the most popular Three Houses character that was said to be in was Edelgard.
Yeah, that was like the one. It's like, oh, if we're gonna get a Three Houses character, then I want it to be that one, because different weapon and people just like that character.
Yeah.
And also the whole thing of like every like all of the Fire Emblem characters are like the main character. You know what I mean? Like, they're the main character of their game. They're the playable character. And, like, people want them to, like, break away from that and do, like, one of the other characters that isn't just your character. Which, I mean, that would have been kind of neat, but they were never going to probably do that. You know what? I know how this is probably gonna work. Right now, it feels really strange, but I guarantee you, once I wake up, I'm gonna feel way better about the character than I would right now. Even
Yeah.
though I'm not against him and I don't have any problem with him being in the game at all, anyway. But I just feel like once my mind is calmed down and I'm just up, and it's like, okay, well now he's in the game, and we have that to look forward to. And now it's just like he's just something to look forward to at that point instead of something to complain about, even though I'm not complaining about it.
Yeah. So what are you saying? You're gonna end the call because you're gonna go get some sleep?
Let me just double check to make sure that the stream is set to unlist. I mean, the stream is still going, even though I'm pretty sure no one's watching at this point.
Yeah.
Because why would they? It's been like 2 hours.
Yeah.
But I wonder if I'm pretty sure I have it set so they'll automatically go unlisted. And then I'm gonna have to make my highlights video. And there is highlights. I'm gonna obviously have the reveal. I'm gonna have Cuphead, and I'm gonna have the Mii costumes, but mainly Cuphead. And then of course I'll have the best part where they reveal the Fighter Pass 2 at the very end. And they'll have a thing in the description, basically. It's like, so I didn't expect to see that. Or something. I'll have like a little like description of just kind of my overall thoughts. Which will basically be like, I don't have any problem with them being in the game, but I know that it's probably ground zero over on Twitter and everywhere else. Actually, I can think of one character that would have probably gotten a worse reception than Byleth. And it's not a first-party character, even. Take a guess what that character is.
What?
Arale. Do you know who that character is?
Not really.
Well, she's like, at least as far as I could tell, like the main character of Puyo Puyo, which is extremely big in Japan. And for whatever reason, this is the one character I never understood, but like, for the last couple of weeks, there have been like rumors, and I've seen so many of the, like videos of like talking about her. So I'm thinking like, well, is she rumored at some point? But basically, what I'm trying to say is, if that happened, that would have gone over even worse, is what I'm basically trying to say. I guarantee that would have gone over worse, even if it was a third-party character. Well, then again, Hero was a third-party character, and Terry was a third-party character. So, yeah. I guess it doesn't really matter if you're a third-party character or not. But I knew that was never going to happen anyway. Because it made literally 0 sense. There was no reason why they would add her as like an actual character. I don't see why they would. Just because it's big in Japan doesn't mean it would happen here. And it's not like with Dragon Quest, because Dragon Quest is like a historic franchise, right, and all that stuff. It's one of like the first JRPG. Like, it has the history, right? Dragon Quest has the history on top of being popular in Japan. And again, the Nintendo could use it for cross promotion if they wanted.
Yep.
Yeah, but Arale doesn't have that. Or at least not to the same degree. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter because she's not going to happen anyway. No offense to anyone that wants her in the game. And there are people that want her in, and that's totally fine if you do. But the 99% of the world would not. And that would be an even bigger meltdown than this probably already has. But basically, all the other third-party characters would be fine. You want to know what's kind of funny? I'm saying that again. I need to stop using that word. So going into this direct, a lot of people thought it would be Dante because there was a bunch of things that lined up. Like, oh, there's supposed to be some Devil May Cry Switch information on January 16th. And the director said something. Or something like that. And what's funny is I was a little hesitant about that. But... and I don't know why. I was just the slightest bit hesitant about it being Dante. Who I know is a character that people really want to get in. So it's not like it's a character no one wanted. People really wanted to see Dante get in. I was just kind of like, not quite sure how to feel about that. But now? Now after this, it puts it in a whole different perspective now, does it?
Mm-hmm.
Because this, even though I personally don't have any problem with it, this makes Dante, to me, look like Joker. It makes Dante look like Joker. Or Cloud, even. I'll even go that far. It's such a stark contrast. 28th. Actually, okay. You know what? Near the beginning, didn't Sakurai say something about, I wasn't expecting to do this, but I hope you're not mad about it anyway? Or something along those lines? So, I don't remember exactly what he said, but I think he basically said, okay, I wasn't planning on doing this, but that's what we're doing, and hopefully you're not that mad about it. I think it's basically what he said. So, again, he's trying his best to, like, fan the flames, but it's obviously not gonna work. It doesn't matter how much he tries to, like, make it sound like it's not that bad. And it really isn't that bad. It's just everyone... It's just, like... Again, the main problem... I mean, I feel like... Okay. Again, like, the whole thing of, like, Byleth... Still would have probably gotten a bad reaction no matter when they announced Byleth, but... Byleth, as the last character, is literally a recipe for a disaster. Even though there's more DLC coming, right?
Yeah.
We already know that. So this isn't even the last character, but even still, I feel like it's a bad idea. Even though, again, I don't have any problem with him being in the game. It's just a bad business move to now have your final character be one that almost everyone doesn't really want. Even from the people that want a Three Houses rep, they would have preferred, like Elgard or one of the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
So this is definitely going to be an interesting day in Ultimate's history, that's for sure. One that, at the end of the day, won't really matter. Because people overlooked Hero and Terry once they actually came out, and people didn't have any problems with them at that point, and they, again, became a part of the family and whatnot. And that's going to be the same here. You know, there may be, complaining and moaning on Twitter, but eventually people will be fine with it. Eventually, people will be fine with it. Whether it's when they come out, or when Sora gets announced, or whatever. Eventually, people won't have a problem with it, and they'll be over it. We just gotta get through that first phase, where people are salty, basically. We just gotta get through that first phase. Okay, I think we have talked and done all this stuff long enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream real quick. So if anyone is still watching at any point in time, thank you for making it this far. I really do appreciate it. And I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. So this is Logan589XP, and I will see you guys next time.